Welcome to the deepest, darkest archives. Peruse through heroic tales of adventures, synchronized bandit raids, and the fright of the first eclipse. All this and more in the first chapter of the Dungeon Chronicles.
To start off again, I guess this is the third episode, but we've got Ormano, our cleric here, who is played by Ryan. We've got Jamie, who's playing Zerda, the paladin, and we've got Kenneth, my good friend. Sorry, the other two aren't my good friends. We've got Salty here, and he's playing a pugilist.
This is also not how we talked about how the intro is going to go.
I feel so blessed.
Well,
no, he's just saying that to soften it up when he kills me this session.
Yeah.
Okay,
It also not.
we go.
Do you want to do it the actual way, or we just go straight in?
I don't care anymore, man.
I feel bad.
We're not,
Got
we're
it.
So we're
not good friends. So.
human, goblin, half-orc.
Yeah.
Yes.
Also.
Just to clarify again, just to stick with tradition, he's Ryan.
She's Jamie.
You didn't even point.
Got him.
He's Kenneth.
He's Braxton.
I do that. And I am so nervous this time. So thank you for showing. Thank you for listening. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
I started writing this, what's it called? Recap?
That's what
Yeah.
they're called, yeah.
And it ended up being long and I had to cut a lot of it. So hopefully we can get through this. It's interesting and it can refresh you guys in case you forgot something, especially
Man, sure.
you all.
Man, I have the utmost non-faith in you, so
That's not
prove
good. I don't like
prove
that.
me wrong.
And that's your good friend over there.
Yeah, as your good friend.
He's my good friend because he has tough love. And that's what you need.
That's what you need in friendships.
All right. Let us begin.
All right, lettuce.
Last session, this is where Salty, Zerda, and Ormano's adventure began. A mysterious plea from Queen Lysandra of Eterna found its way into the hands of this plucky, impromptu crew. Following its promise of riches, the pardoning of crimes, or vast amounts of scholarly knowledge, each made their way to Waymore, climbing aboard a rotund, onion-like carriage. Its destination, Acheron, the capital of Eterna. There, they met Ashat, whose name we actually found out is Frederick Callum, a member of the Skullcrusher bandits, also found out by their sleuthing as well. Resident Dickwad is also a tag I put on his name here.
Nice.
Nice.
Cool beans. Next up, we found Tintin Strongthorn, a spry and collected dwarven scholar seeking to assist the research in Acheron, and some mysterious dude who Zerda has dubbed as Paste. Cool. The descriptions were brief, as the Onion Carriage came under siege of a chimeric bow-wielding group of wolves, yet combat was swift and victorious. Until our adventurers, due to circumstances, large flying battering ram circumstances, fell into a ravine conveniently placed at the side of the road, which also conveniently held a creepy crawly prison rather than Spoops, Salty, Zerda, Ormano, and Tintin decided to chat about God's courage, amongst other things, before taking a calming long rest. Until the rest was interrupted by Zerda sighting a bunch of bones crawling into a hole across the ravine. For some odd reason, the decision was made to descend deeper into the ravine where Frederick and the Onion plummeted into. Alas, his body was absent from the wreckage, and the partly pressed onion into a bunch of, I don't even know what I word there. There was a bunch of webs.
Partly
They found a
pressed
cane.
onion.
The onion was crunched.
Crunched.
So they came up to a cave where there was an assload of webs, which Zerda promptly burned the ever-living hell out of.
Yeah. Firekeeper.
They crawled through it and encountered some spider skulls, which, to my dismay, pugilists do bludgeoning damage. So my spider encounter was not as near death as I had hoped, even though literally he got down.
Hey man, it's fine.
And that is where we find our session today, as they kind of recoup and maybe decide to do something. I'm not sure. My nerves will fly away as soon as we get into this and you guys start joining me. So I very much appreciate the assistance. Let me set the stage just real quick.
Okay.
You find yourself, now that I have given my preamble, it's real quick. You find yourselves in not in an extravagant ballroom. How disappointing.
No.
At the very least, the spiders are gone and your lives are intact. Where there was once a balcony or two, now rests 2 gaps in the craggy rock, about 2 humans' heights up. Pierced into the wall, which is now visible due to the moonlight shining through the adjacent hole on the other side of the room, reveals fist-sized holes leading up into the once extravagant balconies.
Gotcha.
What would you guys like to do?
Oh, fuck me. Alright, it wasn't a request, but, a turn of phrase, rather. That fucking hurt. I almost died.
Right.
Yeah, that seemed kind of rough.
A little bit.
You're
Little bit.
right up there, Tintin, I imagine.
Yeah, you were fighting the thing for me, so I'm pretty okay.
Zerda, we kind of lost you inside that thing. What happened?
I murdered it.
All right.
From my point of view, it kind of looked like
It murdered her. That's what
Yeah.
I thought.
I'm invincible.
you're rather small, so you
Okay.
think you kind of fell through it. Also, I'm not sure how those things could eat, considering they were just bones.
It had a proboscis.
That's a
what?
fancy word. I continue to think
I
you're the
don't know what it
smartest in this
means.
crew.
Buscus.
I have no idea.
Alright, so you're worrying about how they eat, not how they fucking move around.
I personally don't care about either of those things. I just would, want us to get to safety.
Yeah. So
There could be more of them around here.
Well,
I spy two holes.
Well, it seems like
up
that
there.
one's got moonlight shining through it, so I imagine we could probably
It's
get out
already
through
that
there.
late? My God.
Well, yeah.
What?
I didn't realize it was that late.
I mean, what time did we get down here?
I don't even know. I've just been
We woke
focused
up
on
and we
moving.
came down here. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a whole ass day.
Yeah.
I mean, that's rather odd. I mean,
A little bit.
things tend to happen around here, but mostly inside the event horizon is where time gets kind of wonky.
Oh, we're not in there, are we?
No, we're quite about a day
How do you
and a
know?
half or so. Well, if we looked at the map, the prison was about a day away from Waymore.
But what if it like expanded or something?
That would be rather odd.
Has
Especially
it
that's
expanded in the 20 years since then?
this gash?
Yeah.
No, not so much.
All right.
It's a good question, though.
But if we want to get out of here, that's probably our best bet since it seems like it goes outside.
I want to look around real quick, just scan, make sure there's no other fucking spider skulls. See what goodies, if any, are around here. See if there's any more people that are like tied up.
We did see a
happens
lot
sense.
on the way.
Maybe
on that ladder.
if there were a lot of bodies in that
Is
ladder.
it worth going back down there to see if anyone's alive?
Don't think any of them were alive. That seemed like a trash heap.
What if I burn them all?
I don't like that.
I mean, they do kind of need a burial.
Yeah, the burning hasn't really been working lately, has it been?
That one's been working.
I mean,
pretty fucking great.
They're
But
covered
Still
in
able
webs.
to. They're still able to crawl.
And what about, the one we saved?
oh,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Can I go over and make sure see if he's living?
Yeah, give me a medicine check.
Right. I also just want a quick glance, see if there's any more like wriggling or like paste or something's not in here.
Go ahead and give me a perception check.
I also want to look for paste.
14.
14? Okay. Medicine check 14 on him. You do see his chest moving up and down. Seems like there's air coming out of his mouth, but he's not conscious. He's just tied up in these webs that you guys have decided to leave him in for some
Well, I
reason.
see them doing their thing. I'll just shout out. So he's alive, but unconscious. Let's keep him that way until we get as far as we can.
Yeah. Oh, I got a 21.
On your perception check?
Always.
I got a 3.
So there's rocks,
Uh-huh.
crags, and whatnot, and the moon shining through.
Also-
Probably more than a 3 would do.
Also just like, but spider webs.
So for Salty, what you managed to see specifically and hear,
Oh, love it.
again, as you did a lot last session,
Love it.
a little bit of chattering coming from not the moonlit crag, but the other one with the holes below it. I mentioned earlier that there were about fist-sized holes that lead up to it.
Oh, I thought that was like handholds conveniently placed. All right.
Might be, might not be.
Anything else in here?
In this area specifically,
In the ballroom area, yeah.
not quite. Just running rocks.
All right. Well, we gotta go.
right.
There's some more skittering coming from the holes that conveniently lead up to the moonlight hole. So, if we got another way up there, that'd be great. If not, we can stand and fight. I don't really want to do
No, we
that.
probably shouldn't.
We can just go.
How tall is the hole?
Again,
from
to
the
clarify,
ground?
the one with the noise that you're hearing doesn't have the moon.
Oh, the one.
It's
okay.
dark.
Okay.
All right. So let's hightail it to that hole. Maybe wait until daytime. Maybe the averse to.
You want to stay in here?
No, I just want to go to the hole right now.
Oh.
I
Some of
agree.
you are looking kind of beat up.
Oh, some
Well,
of
yeah,
us
that's
just
why we
me.
gotta get
Just
out as
me.
fast
Yeah,
as we
yeah,
can.
yeah.
I look perfect.
Can you? Well, yeah, that's true. But can you keep
right,
traveling?
guys.
Yeah.
I mean, for the time being, we
I'll
can't
be
just
fine.
sit here.
I've been in worse scrapes. I'll be fine.
Yeah.
We can figure something out.
We'll be
Okay, well, I trust your decision. You've gotten me this far.
That's a little bit foreboding.
We barely
Tintin.
made it this far.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can.
Okay, well,
Let's start making the way. You got asshole here?
Yeah, sure.
That we called him Ash Hat. Did
I,
we find out his name earlier?
Frederick. Fuck it.
Frederick Callum. I put him around my shoulders like a sleeping bag.
Easy enough. It's a little. Well, I guess it wouldn't be sticky.
I
because
get some of the webbing out and like use them as like straps.
Oh, do you take him out of the webbing?
No, I just like use some strands of webbing to like make a straps on my shirtless body that is tastily covered by my suspenders.
A very important note that he's actually talked about on the way here, and we decided that it will be known thus
Straight
forward.
over the nipples.
Straight
so if somebody
tasteful.
pulls those suspenders and pops them.
There will be chafing.
Oh,
Which directions do you guys go?
I got nipples of steel. I think we're
disgusting.
going to the Moonlight Hall, right?
If you want.
Yeah.
That is away from the noise you heard.
That's the plan.
Yeah, I don't want to stay and fight right now. With that perception check, did it sound like anything else was coming from the balconies?
The balcony
halls?
specifically, no. There was a bit of shuffling of equipment, it sounded like.
That's where they
where the
came
chattering
from,
was
right?
too.
They came out of the balcony?
They did.
Are you sure? So, like, where the chattering is coming from, is that also where the bodies are?
No.
Does
Bodies were
anyone
back down in the ladder
Yeah.
we came from.
all
back
right,
down the hall you
before
guys
we
came
start
from?
going, does anyone have any oil on them?
I don't think so.
As you keep noticing with that super sharp perception roll you made earlier, there's some equipment kind of moving around in the hole as well.
Oh, in the
Seems like there's
hole where
shuffling
the-
of not just the chattering.
Yeah, I got a whole flask of it.
All right.
Yeah.
I don't.
Oh, all right.
It's very occasional.
like equipment.
I mean, just like metal noises or
Okay.
bag shuffling
All
around.
right. I'm also hearing some like metal on metal scrapings from maybe like equipment, mail, chain, plate coming. Maybe metal spoons coming from the hole where the chipmunks come from, so maybe they're dragging something with them, or maybe they have something animated or something like that.
they're
Well,
taking
my
body
my
back
plan
here,
was
yeah.
my plan was to climb up, like just empty the flask of oil as we go. When we're at the hole, just light it
back
on
down.
fire.
We should
Yeah,
probably just go.
yeah. No, that's yeah. No,
Yeah, I'll come up the rear and with the oil, kind of
Alright.
leave it on the way.
and I'll start heading up. I'll take the point as with Dick.
So we're not investigating the Rustley.
No.
That would be a bad idea.
Yeah, no. I do not. I already got downed once. I don't want to do it again today.
Fine.
What? You be my guest. I'm not your fucking father, so.
I would hope not. That'd be a little weird.
I just start walking.
Should we just go?
And I'll take up the rear and just
Okay.
do a little bit of oil and
Yeah, easy enough. It's
We're
only
like using
about
a trail
20
of
feet
oil,
to
yeah.
get to the window itself, and it's about 2 average human sizes up. So for you, you could probably just raise your arms and get up there.
Yeah. Oh, I'll like muscle my way up through the hole and then help whoever is
Yeah, easy enough.
having trouble.
So you guys managed to climb up
Oh,
there.
up you go. Come on, mate. With your
through
fucking
this
hand me your
time-
box first.
can I fit through if I keep the box on me?
Yeah.
Oh, never
I'll
mind.
be all right.
Yeah, help him up.
Okay.
Do I hear anyone coming from behind?
From behind, there's nothing.
Okay.
Should I
Okay.
burn it anyway?
Yeah.
All right, I'll tinder box it.
Okay. So you toss the match into the oil that you left behind. This rock specifically did have a bit of a stench to it. It wasn't apparently noticeable, but again, with your 21, as you were leaving around here and you got the adrenaline out of your body and you focused a bit and you're watching this fire light up, there's a rather large explosion that leads further inside.
Okay.
Zara's got a great look on her face because she probably enjoys this, but the ballroom lights up like a dance floor.
Nice.
Or at least it was.
Yeah.
You hear a bit of a screech coming from farther in, a squelch, and then just the calm, resting flames that settle down after. You guys probably walked a little bit further in just so these flames wouldn't hit you. From
Good
here, there's a
thinking there.
tunnel
Like it.
that leads up a bit farther, and you notice that what came through wasn't actually the moon, but kind of a reflection off of this surface. It's a bit
Okay.
shinier here. But if you kept going forward for about 20, 30 feet, you do eventually pop up through the ground in a hole. You guys might have to climb up a bit because it gets pretty sheer, but you can get out.
All right.
Ugh.
All right. I heard a pop and a squelch like something
Sounded
with
bad.
actual flesh,
Yeah.
like died.
What time is it? Can I tell?
Moon's directly overhead.
What?
Okay.
I don't like that. We came here like around morning noonish, so.
I mean, I don't know how long we were down there, but
Oh, it couldn't have been that long. Could it have been that long?
You don't know?
Can I do like an intelligence check or something to like try and like?
Yeah, give me an intelligence check.
All right. Not my strong suit.
I mean, it's a try.
Intelligence? Just 16?
16. Okay, so if you think about this adrenaline leaving your body and you kind of get your senses returning to you and you can think a little bit more straight, even with your lower intelligence score, you
So sometimes you get lucky.
try to feel the presence of time.
All right.
And understand we came in through at this moment, the sun was still here, we rested, we were at the prison. It definitely doesn't line up at all. So it seems like it should be earlier than it is. It should not be dark.
All right, I don't like that. But there was some weird illusionary magic, something in there with the ballroom. And you said that when light lit up, it lit up the ballroom?
Yeah. Not the barn
wasn't
specifically,
the-
but just figuratively. It
It
was fancy language that I used to paint the scene.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Can I see, looking around now that we're up above?
Like we're on the plains
what,
right now?
What do I see?
So you look around and directly across, even without doing a perception check, you don't even need to be able to see it. Or you do see it, but it's plain in sight. You see the bell tower that's destroyed from the prison on the other side. You guys are almost directly across. Basically back where you started.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
well, that's good, I guess.
Something.
Do we want to go to that? No, we don't need the bell tower. We don't need the bell tower. No, it's fine.
But Ryan, this time, since you're looking around, can you give me a perception check just for posterity's sake?
Oh,
I can.
I don't like it when the DM asks.
I'm happy to oblige. That is a 9. I'm sure I see lots of cool stuff.
No, pretty much same old, same old. You look at the bell tower a bit more, and you notice that it's exactly the same as you saw it before. You see it's nighttime, and that's about it.
So, Tintin, I would imagine you got the compass, but we're probably, if that's where we were, we got to kind of head that direction,
Yeah, if we
right?
keep following the crag, it should pretty much lead us straight to Waymore, so it's kind of easy, actually. It's just a matter of if we want to stay near it and risk getting launched into it again, or take a little bit of a longer route and just kind of skirt it a bit. It's
And
still
we
around
should
a day,
decide if we, it's technically nighttime. Do we want to sleep or,
I'm not tired.
I just don't understand
Like,
how we're
I'm
gonna,
not-
though.
how this
Seem kind
works.
of beat up, though.
I am beat up, yes, but I
we
don't need
we
a...
can take a breather for a minute, but I'm just trying to figure out how we're gonna.
If we're just like...
I can't really sleep with the lights on. Is what I'm trying to say.
If we're like casually just walking to our destination, would we be able to do a short rest like that, or would we actually like have to sit down? And,
I would need you guys to sit down
Alright.
and do very light activity.
all right. Oh,
let
I
me-
can make it. I'm okay.
You sure?
Give me a moment. Let me look through my book for something real quick.
It's about a day's walk, right? To Waymore.
Real quick, I became unprepared here. Do you guys have dice for me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bless life. I usually roll off with D&D
No.
Beyond.
No.
What?
Why?
Because.
If it's the one that I used yesterday, apparently I didn't roll as well. I almost murdered you guys.
Fine.
Kenneth's looking out for his own skin here.
that means
I
you were
had
rolling
these
well.
specifically.
So, do a little check for her real quick.
Don't like that.
All right. She flips through her book a bit, and it seems, again, like no ordinary book or an ordinary book.
Yeah, I want to take a very, while she's flipping, just try to.
You can take a
glean
perception
as
check on
much
that as
I
well,
can.
or investigation if you flavor it for me. But she flips as you
Just stand over
intently
her.
look, and she's really focused in on this book, so she won't notice this.
11. I mean, just to see, to picture. If it's mainly just words, pictures,
It's
if I see big font text.
So as she flips, you notice seeing with your eyeballs as one does. I imagine you don't have terrible eyesight just intrinsically, but you're able to see that subject matter changes quite frequently as she flips through the pages. Maybe something from architecture to geography. It seems to be adjacent, but as she flips, then it's like cooking, and then it's something about astrology. It flips and changes subjects a
Kind
lot.
of bookism.
That's from last session. If you like puns, stay around. She settles on a page here, and it's in a language that you don't understand this time. But she reads through it and mentions, well, if we take into account the recording of chimeric sightings in this area, they're actually more active during the daytime. So if
Okay,
we
so it
wanted
should
to
be
find a place to rest, we
easier
could.
now.
Yeah, let's. I don't want to rest. If we're just gonna rest for like an hour or 30 minutes or whatever,
No.
I don't want to rest. Just
Yeah, let's
out
walk as
playing,
far as we
yeah.
can. Maybe if we find a spot, we can hold out there. But
Yeah, okay.
what language was that?
Oh, it's my native tongue, Dorvish.
Oh,
Haven't learned that one yet.
None of you can speak it?
oh, maybe. I don't think so.
No.
That's not too surprising.
One of
'cause
these days, I might try to.
if they let you into the coalition, you could probably learn.
I've heard it before. Maybe I think.
Yeah?
No goblin.
I'm afraid not. Do people speak that?
I do.
Well, you're a goblin, so I would hope so.
I'm a people.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not a language that you guys share.
Well, nobody's asked.
Maybe I should. I can put a lot of information in my book. We could probably record
Yeah,
it.
you start being a scholar of that too.
I do love gathering knowledge, as you can probably tell. Well,
Secret tell.
don't make fun of me.
That was me as a person.
Just pretending. If you guys say something, I'm gonna act like you say it in character.
I love
So
Tintins.
with Tintin's knowledge, it does seem like things are more active during the day. You guys want to decide to continue on?
Yeah, let's keep going.
Okay.
Ooh, I guess.
Should we walk along the road that we were gonna be
Was it a
following
road?
previously?
Was it a road or was it like
It's
just
a road.
It was a
following
path that seemed-
Some
Alright.
sort of path.
Alright.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
a deer trail.
We definitely took the scenic route.
Yeah,
Came all
yeah.
the way around.
With the observing you did earlier, it does seem like it's a path of just 2, possibly wheels going through. Not something that's super well traveled. Maybe it was recently dug out.
Okay. You follow that?
Yeah, and it's about 50 feet away from the cavern itself, from the
oh,
crags.
yeah.
So this is close. If you wanted to stick by, you would be near it.
All right, that's fine.
At least we know what's
Yeah.
down there. So
Alright.
if we gotta jump back in, we can.
Do a swan dive.
For
Yeah.
posterity's sake, what is your marching order here?
I would like to be on salty shoulders.
I already got occupant. I already got an occupant on my shoulder.
That's true.
Do you?
Yeah,
She's still there?
Got
Oh yeah,
got
half dead,
Callum.
half alive.
And
Okay.
Tintin will be on me, I guess.
Then I'm walking.
Yeah.
And I'll go.
Oh, do we want to like untie him from his spider
I don't know.
binding?
I don't know if we want to.
No,
I don't
Why
think
not?
we'd be very
That's
happy
right.
to see
That's
us.
right. Yeah, that is true.
we know
That is
he's
true.
Do you want
It's
to
small.
though?
No.
Well, what I'm thinking, I don't know if.
we don't want to become
could be
number
his time.
345 of
Yeah.
his kills.
Yeah, we'll take him there, and if he attacks us, then we'll have to
If someone asks, we just have a really beat up silk rug.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we don't want.
kind of see his face from.
Oh no, a silk rug with a face in it. You know,
I'll throw my blanket
it's a
over
face
him.
design.
You
You
don't
know.
want to run into any of his people.
I said really beat up. All right, really beat up rug.
Yeah.
I would be careful with that language there. They might think that we're the ruffians.
Well,
Yeah.
as if it's someone of official nature, of course we want to turn him in.
Yeah, and Waymore, that would be quite the problem. Specifically, there's a lot of guards there.
Salty,
What?
you got the bounty thing. Where does it say to turn him in at?
I take off my pack.
Yeah, you can find it easy enough.
Oh, it's right here. All right. Yeah. What? Here you go.
All right, you can't read that well.
No. You said let me see the.
All right, I'll
paper.
check it out. Yeah.
Can I see if there's a seal, anything I recognize that would say this
So
is
you
where to turn
see
this guy in?
a map, actually plain and easy. It's a very dumbed down version of Eterna itself. And you've got highlights around the kind of triangle that is made out of the landmarks in the map itself. What is highlighted is just the bottom right side.
Gotcha.
You would assume, due to your knowledge, that this is where you guys are from, where Acheron is actually seated, that he's wanted in this hold specifically.
This whole area.
Gotcha.
All right, so we can ideally turn him in anywhere
All right.
in
Yeah.
this area.
But
you
if they
said-
ask about the burning and the spiders, you know,
We'll
it
give-
happens. It
yeah.
happens.
Did you guys tell Tintin about the letter you found? Did you speak about it with her near?
I think so.
The queen one or the bounty?
The bounty.
I think
Yeah,
so.
she was with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just asking.
So
I would never hold secrets from Tintin.
It's not really
so
secrets.
Tintin, you think doing this in Waymore might be tough?
I mean,
I've
if
never been.
we bring somebody that is really beat up, and you tell them it's a rug, and they don't get a look at him to see he's actually a criminal.
Oh
they might
no, I'm not. I'm not
Well,
talking about
no,
that.
no,
Just
no.
like on the road.
Yeah, someone on the road.
If some other ruffians
Yeah.
come
Why-
by, and
Why don't we just say that we're taking him in?
because if it's
What if it's one of his friends?
one of his friends or another bounty hunter,
Then we'll
it's
take him in
100.
too.
It's 150 gold.
It's a lot of gold.
It is a
lot
lot,
of gold.
yeah. And for mentioning this as well, you guys are walking currently.
Yeah.
We'll say.
Sure.
And Tintin mentions again. So just to enlighten you about
And we'll just
Waymore.
walk side by side, I guess.
Yeah, it's a hilarious picture though because you've got really small person
It's like
with I don't know how tall,
Like 6 feet.
6 feet,
Raising
which
the
is
bar.
pretty tall, and then you're even higher.
Yeah.
You've got a large person on your shoulders. You've
Yeah.
got another person on your shoulders. with a
On my
massive
box, yeah.
So basically, it's just two
I
very
am a
tall
third.
men.
I am a third of
Very
your
small
size.
person right here.
Yeah, I am a third of their size.
Which would also be kind of a cool shot if you
Yeah.
ever wanted to draw that. You know?
Oh my gosh, they grab my hands and they do that thing that adults do with toddlers.
You can even reach.
I
Yeah,
do
that'd be
not
super
do.
cute.
I do not do that. Don't
Let
look
the
at me
moment
like
go.
that. I don't do that.
With my giant blue eyes.
Are they blue?
That is
Yeah, they're blue. I
hideous.
said they were yellow. They're blue.
Hideous.
Hey, Tintin. Do you know, with this whole donning stuff, I'm just curious about it every so often.
You know, the whole thing that ruined everybody's
Yeah,
life.
terrible
It's been here
stuff
since
happened.
I've been alive.
But are there like people that worship, that kind of worship whatever thing that sucked everyone away, like cults or that type of thing?
I mean, there's plenty of dastardly people around here. I mean, with the Skull Crushers, and I don't know what they worship, but they're dastardly.
Yeah, it seems like a bunch of ruffians, nothing special.
I mean, there's imagery with, that.
And she looks at the darker than the star spot in the sky. It just looks like a spot of more dark patch of space, I suppose. It's just a little bit more dim. And that would be where you would assume the dark sun to be. It's a fixed position in the sky. And
Like that.
Yeah, so it's a weird assumption on my part, but we've got Lathander the Dawnfather.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just curious if there's nothing in your book that says people worship that thing.
Some people might have taken to it like a god now.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
thinking.
I would imagine if there's people worshipping a fucking dark Sultan, they wouldn't really be vocal about it
I think it's
and
more
write
like
it down.
True, but if we're headed to,
Waymore, yeah.
well,
Acheron?
not specifically. I don't know what you call it, the Event Horizon thing. That's where everything goes down. That's where these people would probably be.
I don't think they'd either not be people anymore or they'd be dead. It's
Or-
hard to survive on your own.
The type of person, at the very least.
Yeah. Generally, it's thought that most people that are in Waymore are to do good because they're on their way to see the queen. It's a bit dangerous to me, though, because she said she might pardon crimes. So
Yeah.
we did have that man in our cart, but he didn't do anything bad to us.
Do you have any crimes?
Is knowledge a crime?
Could be.
It could be.
The type of knowledge.
I don't know.
I don't think so. We can only make good decisions if we have knowledge. You can keep the bad from happening.
There are some types of knowledge that are even forbidden to people like you, I'm sure.
If bad people know a lot, they could use it for bad.
That's true, but if
I'm sure some of these King's School guys probably know a few things that's forbidden for the public to know.
Do you have a crime?
Maybe.
that's rather ominous.
But you guys are paying attention to Tintin, and she is young. So for a moment while she was talking about how much
She's older than me, though, right?
How old are you?
10.
She's older than you. She's
10
probably...
for a goblin. I'm an adult.
especially for a
But, like-
dwarf, she's young.
Okay.
To have been born after the dawning itself. But she had, throughout this adventure, a very childlike wonder sparkle in her eyes. And the moment you start questioning intelligence and knowledge and saying that it could be used for bad, she gets kind of disheartened. So she looks kind of sad right now.
If she was near me, I'd give her a But she is 4 feet away from me.
Yeah, she's kind of high up right now.
Do I notice that?
Yeah, if you're just talking with her right now, you definitely notice her voice gets a little bit more quiet and she looks down at the ground.
Or it could also be used for good,
Right.
Like a lot of the time, most knowledge is used for good. There are some bad apples, but that doesn't ruin the knowledge
It's
of
just important to be realistic sometimes, is
it
all I'm
just
saying.
makes sense. If you have all the knowledge in the world, then why wouldn't you pick the good?
Yeah.
I think you're a good person.
I think you also are a good
Well, think
person.
about it this way, Tintin. Whomever created this dawning, let's say it's Lathander, some god that we don't know about, right? I don't think they did it with good intentions.
Well, maybe they had knowledge that we didn't, and they did do it for good intentions.
So
So maybe
the
that
people-
stopped something.
yeah.
So the people they killed was up to something bad?
What if it's a big oopsie daisy?
We don't know.
Like they
the
tried to do
thing.
something good, but they...
It fucked up.
Well, that's what the queen says about the sentinels.
I mean, there's no way the people that were taken were up to anything bad.
Well, you don't know that.
Do you know anybody who was taken?
I know. I mean, I think everyone here knows at least somebody. Even if you were born afterwards, your ancestors, I'm sure somebody in that line.
I mean, for us, specifically the dwarves in the coalition, there weren't a lot of us taken. Maybe just a handful, and there's thousands of us.
It's because of the distance thing.
I don't know. We don't have much of an affinity for magic, so maybe
Listen.
that's it.
You might think you know some people, like know them like the back of your hand, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
Turns out they're not someone who you thought they were. Someone could be so good at hiding things, you don't know a lick about them. So
you don't know what you're talking about.
I think I do.
No, you don't.
All right. Well, all I'm saying is we don't know what the fucking gods had in plan. If they did
Sarah,
do,
give me a perception check.
if they did do the dawning, we don't know if it was them or not, but we don't know the plan behind it. There's no way we couldn't.
Had to be something like that.
Something like what?
The gods.
Didn't have to be.
I mean, it's the second son.
You feel rumbling on the ground.
I'm gonna lay down, flap out one of my big ears,
Oh, what you doing?
and listen.
What's going on? And she tries to lean over. She's too high up now to see.
I'm gonna look up at Salty with my pupils
thank you.
huge. The ground is hungry.
Excuse me, what?
What?
What? The ground is hungry.
Yeah, it's rumbling.
Oh, all right. It's probably just an earthquake.
So at this point
Get off the
now,
road.
Yeah.
Tintin begins to feel it as well.
Yeah,
And
do I
she
hear
looks a bit concerned. You do hear it. Just sounds like a bit of rumbling, a very consistent.
Okay, but
on
it
the
doesn't
ground.
feel like hoofbeats or anything?
No, not
Okay.
quite. This is kind of odd. We maybe should get off the road.
Yeah.
Yeah,
get off the road.
I start going away from the edge.
Are there any, like, tall
Pick her back up.
dead brushes?
So you guys have been walking for a bit. The scenery has changed a tad.
Okay.
There are some very dead trees, and there's a bit of a more dense patch,
Okay.
a bit forward, so northeast.
Okay. I start sprinting.
I'll start heading to that.
I'm going.
You sprint? Do you sprint or?
If
just
I
walk?
see her sprint, I'm like,
I'm
all
sprinting.
right, she's got big ears. She knows something we don't.
Okay.
I'll walk a little quicker.
Okay, cool. So all of you get there in probably about a minute or so
wanna
at a
climb a tree.
rushed pace. What do you guys decide to do here? Just sit?
I want to climb a tree.
You can climb a tree.
Is it just like a dense thing of trees?
Yeah.
I'll lean against one.
Okay.
Like just out of sight from
Oh,
the main
cool.
road.
I lean. I get a cigarette out and just kind of puff.
I like a big cigar.
He does that thing where he dips behind one and totally disappears.
No, I dip behind one just to get out of the sight of the main road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just crouch down.
And I assume you have claws, right? Of some sort. You
Sir,
can
tell us
definitely
what you
just climb
see
a
up there.
Okay.
With a
I'll
goblin
stand
eye.
up in the
tree. Give me a
tree.
stealth check, though, all of you.
All of us?
Okay. I'm going to stand up in the tree and I'm going
Sorry.
to put
Romana.
my eyes and ears on full blast. Stealth?
Not the greatest. Pretty average.
16?
Okay.
10.
3.
That armor man is going to be
Yeah.
You're standing
terrible.
behind a tree, but your box is hanging.
I think it's just your box. I think that's what it is.
One was a good roll. One was not.
Thankfully,
Where's
it's
Tintin?
dark outside. She's with you guys.
She's on me. So
She hiding
I'll
on
take
the
her
bottom.
off.
Can
This
she
side
see,
crouch.
by the way? Because it's like,
It's really dark outside.
what's the moonlight?
The moon, I mean, it's a full moon at this point,
Gotcha.
but since the dawning happened, for those of you that have been alive, the sky, the sun, and the moon are a bit more dim than
There's
usual.
stars.
They're like,
There are stars.
It's just like muted a little bit. Gotcha.
But nearer to the dark sun itself, the moon or the sun gets, the dimmer they get. And
Gotcha.
once every week, the sun itself gets eclipsed by the second sun.
Oh,
So it lands right behind it once a week. And a week in
A
this
bunch
world
of
is...
people go blind all the time.
Yeah. So
Do we know? Is that like on a schedule? Just randomly
once
in the
every
week?
week.
Has it happened this week?
Not yet.
So this might be it.
We'll see what goes on. It is nighttime, though. So,
Well, but wouldn't that make it look like nighttime?
yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay.
So, I need to roll a stealth check for Tintin. Give me one moment. Not so good. 10. Thankfully, it is really dark outside. And at
that,
this point,
Mickey?
Zerda, you got a 14 on your perception check, right?
Mhm.
100 bit. Thank you. Shouldn't say
That's
that.
our buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, with a 14 perception, you guys wait around for a couple of minutes, and you do start noticing 1, 2, 3 similar sights. There's some onions moving across the land.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
You can't see anybody inside of them, but they're side by side, just going down the road that you guys probably would have had yours not been destroyed. Did you guys let them pass?
I am immediately gonna just take a torch and like come out from behind the tree and like try and light it and like flag them down.
Okay, do you guys let them do this?
Yeah.
All right. You notice on the rightmost one, the back doors start to open.
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Wait,
I'll try to get close up next to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump down and also approach because
They're, like I
I
said, like a minute away from you guys just by a jogging pace, so probably 70 to 80 feet.
I just want to walk. I just don't want them to just see him.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're joining?
I'm pretty
Yes.
cute, so I'm gonna run up with Salty.
Hopefully they have night vision.
Make sure
'cause-
they can see my face.
Okay.
Well, they can see a light a distance
They
away.
see light bouncing off of my big blue eyes.
So you guys, you don't wear a hood, right?
I do normally, but I'm
It's down?
off, yeah.
Okay, so if they wanted to, they could see all of you guys. And Tintin just follows Armano wherever because he tends to be the one who protects you. Her. So this cart stops after 4 people get out. They all look to be
In one of them? In one of the carts?
one of the carts. The other 2 keep going
Okay.
at about a horse's pace, which
Hell.
they don't say anything, but they raise their hand at you.
Can I make out any features?
Give me a perception check.
Is it dark on their end? Do they have like torches on the onions or anything? Or do they
They-
come out with torches?
Bring out torches.
How many
Gotcha.
people step out? What did
8.
they?
I'm smiling.
So with that perception check, even with your dark vision, and I think that's up to 60 feet, you can kind of not make out as many features as things are grayscale.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay. They seem to be, even with your perception check not being super great here, people with well-built bodies with large weapons on their back that are not drawn, some satchels and patches, and one even has a cane. So they seem to be relatively built.
Hey, we were with another onion like you guys, and we got attacked earlier. We're the only 3 that made it out. We're carrying another one.
4.
Here.
4 of us.
4. That's right. I'm carrying one on my back.
Your carriage got, what happened to it?
A
There was,
bird.
yeah, I got attacked by some chimeras.
The thing knocked the carriage into the ravine. We got out of the nigger time.
It's been a day.
I mean, yeah, it has. You guys probably shouldn't be out here.
We had no other choice. We're trying to walk to Waymore.
If you come on, we can get in and we'll go even faster.
You think we can all fit in there?
I want to insight check that.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'll start walking
I
that
would
way.
love to.
That is sus as fuck.
I'm trusting man.
Yeah, get to know our onion.
Oh my god.
I got it at 12.
Yeah, 12? Yeah. So,
He can't hide from my big blues.
what are you looking for specifically?
I want to see if he's gonna hurt us.
With what information? You did roll 20, which is great. I'm
Which
strict
is
on
great.
insight checks.
I want him to be like, because he's asking us to get in the cart with him and these other people, and I want to know if he's like looking at them, being like, "Get ready."
They seem really relaxed and kind of like a bravado's on their body.
Does the cart seem to be the exact same kind of cart?
Exact same. It's
Okay.
identical what you guys have.
Yeah, I'll just keep walking towards them.
They've got a confidence about them.
Oh, as they start walking towards them, who's nearest me? Tintin or you started walking, right?
I mentioned that it
Yeah.
would be
I'll
Zerda.
be the closest person.
All right.
You lean 2 feet down.
Zerda, you got,
I
you got a
do
20,
as well.
Zerda. It's like not the best feeling.
Yeah.
All right.
They
We
want to
need-
kill us.
No, we need to ask to see their papers, like the the bounty thing, because we each have one, right? All of us.
Yeah, even
All
I
of
have
them.
one.
So
When I get within 60 feet, can I do Eyes of the Grave?
Yeah. And of course, tell me that's seeing spirits?
As long as I can know the location of any undead within 60 feet that isn't behind total cover.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
I'm basically seeing if any of them are undead or if there's any undead around us, I guess.
It just activates?
Yes.
Yeah, once you guys get close enough, there's no undead.
Okay.
all right. Do we want to stop here? Wait. I kind of like tug on you.
Do you guys actually stop?
Yeah, I do.
What's the holdup? Come on.
I'm gonna take out my
one-
paper and hold it up. Do you have
Yeah,
this?
yeah. Wait.
I mean, yeah, we wouldn't have been able to get into this or find it without him.
I think they're probably all right, guys.
Can I see it?
Yeah, sure. And he pulls his bag around and his weapon kind of jingles a bit. It's a pretty long greatsword. And he just pulls out a really crumpled ball of paper, unfolds it, shows it to you. And it's the same thing you guys have seen. From the distance, you can tell. It
Okay.
looks like it.
We're just collecting our things real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Okay, well, hurry up. We don't want to be out here for too long.
I'll just like drop my spear and try to act like I'm picking it up, and while I'm leaning down,
Just because they're here doesn't mean they're any more nice. They could still be assholes.
I
Just be on your
know.
best
I
behavior.
know. Yeah. I am very on guard.
You
right
hear
now.
a cough on your back.
Fuck, he's waking up. fuck he's waking
lean
up.
down. Let me see.
I squat.
I'm gonna rip off a piece of my.
And with my spear, I'll just start walking back towards them. And say,
They're taking care of something.
Is there a reason you've got that out?
No, I carry it on my person at all times. I can't
you're,
fit
you're
in my
holding it
pouch.
in your arm. We don't even have our weapons drawn. We're
Well, mine's not drawn. I mean, I'm just holding it. How else do you hold a spear?
semantics, I guess, but
I mean, that guy's holding his thing too. I mean, I'm just holding it.
all right.
Okay, you rip off
I'm
his.
ripping off part of my scarf again.
They're a bit more wary of you now.
Yeah, it makes sense.
They will remember that.
They will remember that.
I'm gonna stuff a piece of scarf in this guy's mouth,
Okay.
and I'm gonna take my dagger,
Okay.
just bop him in the temple real quick.
With what end?
The
Make an
bludgeon.
intelligence check for me.
It's just,
Oh, you.
and seeing this happen, I'm gonna put down my box and open it in the way they can't see it, and like stuff in the spear.
Into your box?
Yeah, just make it look like I'm putting it up and covering up what she's doing.
They're paying attention to you, so they do see this.
Yeah, it's like
What was
I'll
your
put
roll?
it up for you guys.
Appreciate it. What'd you get?
0.
You rolling that one and minus?
No.
I rolled a 3
3
minus 3.
it's gonna look really bad.
So you pull your knife out and you don't really pay attention to which side it's open. You stuff his mouth and you just kind of stab him in the temple a bit.
Yeah.
Make me a melee attack.
Don't
Or
roll.
it's actually just
What?
roll a melee attack.
I don't have
Don't roll well.
a knife. Like, that's not well. I don't know. It would be a +4, so 9.
A 9. So you bring the knife towards his face and it's kind of dark outside. There's a lot going on. You stab forward and it scratches his forehead. He doesn't make a noise. His mouth is stuffed.
Yeah.
He still seems to be unconscious. You're not sure why the cough happened.
Oh fuck!
I knocked him out.
All right, good. I don't. I just trust. I'm not looking.
We really should get going. The other guys are getting too far ahead.
I'm picking up my box.
Well, you got enough room in there for us. Me,
Yeah, I mean,
specifically.
you probably sit on the floor. There's 2 benches on either side.
And I'll start
Right.
walking.
Can I
finish the
throw
walk
my-
to them.
I want to throw my blanket over the guy on his back.
Yeah, sure.
And then as we walk towards, I want to keep my arm just kind of over my battle axe.
Okay.
Can I, now that I'm closer, can I see what they look like?
Yeah, so they all seem to kind of have a scar here and there. Most of them have bare arms and some armor over them. You might assume that they're just capable warriors coming to help out the queen, but there's like an abnormal amount of scarring over pretty much all of them.
Sure.
The other 2 don't speak.
Name's Ormano.
Oh, good to meet you.
This one up here is Tintin.
Tintin? And she kind of tenses up a little bit.
It's alright, they're friends just like everyone else here. Head to the same spot.
Good to hear. I mean, the queen herself is summoning us, and we figured we'd be capable enough to lend a hand.
Exactly.
Just go ahead and hop in if you'd like.
Was Frederick's face covered?
I just covered his face.
Oh, you
Put
just-
a thing in his mouth.
Yeah.
I
Did you
put a
cover?
thing in his
yes.
mouth and
It
I
is
threw a
now.
blanket. I threw a blanket over him.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna
Good.
throw the blanket over him, and I want you to tie it under your
Yeah,
chin.
I got a little scarf. All right. Oh,
And I'll go and
Before I get on, I don't know if you know these things work. We found it the hard way. Once one person on it starts moving, so I'll wait till everyone's here and we'll hop on at the same time. That's alright.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
These things are weird.
and to make sure, like, I'm not armed. I just have a bag.
I mean, oh yeah. Your body is a weapon.
Yeah, my body is.
They just don't know that. You're quite big though.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, easy enough. Everybody
up, yeah.
lines up if you willingly do so.
What's your name?
Prefer to keep that on the down low here.
He told you his name?
No, I
Notice
feel
that.
weird. I'm the only one dropping my name.
Give it to me. We don't know who the hell is getting on these things.
Well, now you do. Ormano's here, so.
I wanna do an insight check on that. We
Yeah,
don't
sure.
on the we don't know. I'm looking for like
Just listening to the tone.
the tone, like kind of looking at his face while he says that.
You don't know who's
Ooh,
getting on,
insight.
but we don't know who's already on.
21.
Oh my god. He seems to like waver in his speech every now and again, and he's getting a
Gotcha.
bit like he wants you to
How-
rush.
How just body language of these people? How confident and comfortable do they seem in like their arms and armor?
Very comfortable.
Very comfortable.
Because I did a check and they
Go
said
and hop on, I guess. Now we're all here.
Yeah. I mean, we're all friends.
I'll hop on last. I'll make sure to hop on last.
I put my arms out because I can't
Okay.
get on.
do they all like? Do they sit haphazard, or are they all getting on one side?
They'll get on one side.
Okay, they'll get on the other side.
Okay.
I'll
I
sit in
mean,
the far back.
are you
take off my
rushing in
hat.
after Armano?
I have to wait for somebody to pick me up and put me in there.
I pick up, put you in there. Here you go.
You might want to start running.
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure I'm on last. Like,
I mean, as soon as all of them jump on basically at the same time, it's going back. Okay, cool.
I get it.
It moves.
I just didn't want one of them coming in behind me.
Yeah, so at this point, there's 7 of you on here, so it's going even faster than you were.
All right, we'll
We're
catch
gonna
up at this
speed
pace.
past everybody.
Yeah,
We'll catch up on this pace.
And if there's not enough places for people to sit, then I'll have Tintin can sit down. I'll stand up.
yeah. You have your box. You can sit on that too.
Yeah, I might hit the ceiling though.
So I was like lean up against it.
Okay.
Salty is going to be like ready, like for if they, because he does not trust these fuckers at all.
Okay.
So he's gonna be ready, but he wants to like, you know, act like he's not tense.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm just gonna pull you guys away from that tense situation for a little bit, let you relax for a second here, and say, hey, thanks for listening to the 3rd episode of the Dungeon Chronicles: The Dawning. My name's Braxton. I'm the DM for this whole shebang. Wanted to give you guys a little bit of ways to communicate and talk with us outside of just listening to our voices through whatever box of technology you've got. So if you're looking to find us on social media, it's at Dungeon Crawl Pod, both for Twitter and Instagram. But if you're looking for something a little more formal, maybe email, perhaps, that would be thedungeoncrawlpod@gmail.com. We also do have a Discord, that popular messaging / community software. I guess that's what you call it. We have one of those within a link tree that's in the description of whatever form of this podcast you're listening to. You might also be confused. Why is everything the Dungeon Crawl if this is the Dungeon Chronicles that I'm listening to? Well, Ryan, who plays Ormano, and I have another podcast known as the Dungeon Crawl, where we talk about Dungeons and Dragons and sometimes adventure into other tabletop RPGs in an effort to be system agnostic, inform you guys about what's cool, what's fun, how to be a better player, how to be a better DM, etc. Our last few episodes were on Ravenloft. There's a fancy book coming out soon, so we did a little bit of speculation and history of Ravenloft to give you an idea as to why this new supplement is coming out. And we also did an episode just this week that was on how to be a better D&D role player. I've got a background in theater performance. That's what my degree is in. I know might not have been the best decision, but hey, I can now teach you how to get more engaged into your player and give them a bit, not more lengthy, but a more engaging backstory, or something that helps you think about the character a little bit more every single session. Where to listen to this would be either any of the podcast places that you're looking for, or on the YouTubes. You can search the Dungeon Crawl podcast, and that's where you'll be able to find both Dungeon Chronicles and the Dungeon Crawl, any episodes that are uploaded, to see our wonderful faces. So, back to the Dungeon Chronicles. We will eventually be streaming this live on Mondays starting on March 22nd, most likely around 6 p.m. CST. So, if you're keen on that, go to twitch.tv/Melasior. That would be MELACIOUR. You should be able to find it in the link tree as well. We will eventually be moving over after a couple weeks to the Dungeon Crawl Network. All one word, twitch.tv, the Dungeon Crawl Network, with a / in between there. One final thing, of course, if you happen to be listening to us on Apple Podcasts or have a device that's capable of going there, we would love to see your 5 stars there if you think it is worth it. Well, that's all I had for this short break here on the Dungeon Chronicles. Hope you guys are looking forward to the second half of the 3rd episode.
So how long you guys been riding for?
He looks back and forth at the other two. They kind of shrug.
Right.
Maybe 2 days or so.
Good bit.
Yeah. I mean, what about you?
I don't know. I feel like maybe a half a day, and then we got attacked with some chimera things. They pushed off our carriage. It's been a whole. I mean, you see this guy in the back of his shoulders. He got almost obliterated by. We're hoping he wakes up at some point.
I just want to point out one of their scars. One of their scars.
Squeeze?
One of their scars. Skull, where'd you get that from?
Nice scar.
I mean, we look like capable people in battle, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
We fight
Skulls.
off and on around
This
here.
guy was pretty confident too, and
Yeah,
then he
no,
went
that-
down. Poor guy.
I mean, it's rough out here. We're getting closer to the event horizon.
Yeah.
how'd you get that scar? I mean, I'll show you mine if you show me yours.
I mean, he's already having.
I mean, I don't care much to see your scar. I mean,
Yeah, I am a naked man.
I mean, obviously, you see I use a melee weapon, right?
Yeah.
I gotta get close to the fight.
I know, but there's gotta be a story behind it, right?
Not quite. I mean, there's a ton all over my face.
We're
might-
trying to be friends.
Yeah, we might be working together up with the queen, so
Do
just...
you really need to know where my scars are from for that?
No, it's just a story.
It's fair, but, you know, you're sitting... Some friends sitting on a campfire.
Like this
kinda
one right
deal.
here. The one above my heart, right? This skull right here. Made... One of my spurned lovers. Stabbed me with a dagger a little bit.
That
Okay.
doesn't bode well about your personality at all.
Oh, no.
It's just funny
no,
stories.
I got back from a night of drinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I come home, a little piss drunk, as one does.
Sometimes.
And, you know, the missus was raring to go, and I was just, oh no, not tonight, right? She got a little bit pissed, stabbed me, and buggered off, so.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Oh, it happens.
I might have fallen asleep during that story.
It was pretty
You might have fallen asleep. Oh, well then, please,
get a more enlightening
oblige
story.
me on another
Yeah.
one.
You see him look to the window that's behind him. He does a glance outside for a bit and turns back. There's really nothing special about it, guys. You'd fall asleep even more than mine. Just some creature, monster, chimera, whatever the hell hit me in the face with a weapon.
Oh, facial. Oh, yeah.
That's where the scar is on my face, so.
Oh, you just got hit in the face with a weapon. Yeah, it happens.
Right.
Well, what was the chimera?
I don't know. What did you fight?
Oh, no, what did it look like?
I mean, probably the same one you guys saw. What did those look like?
Nice.
Oh, you know-
Check him.
Sure.
I mean, they were
doesn't
these,
make
like,
much
really small, like, weird, like, almost like a rabbit, right? But they were quick with daggers. Like, they would jump at your face
Yeah,
and try
sure.
to
It was
stab
one
you.
of those. They jumped at my face.
I got a
All right.
17.
He's obviously kind of bullshitting right now.
Yeah.
He also just kind of seems like he doesn't want to chat. So.
All right, man.
You know, my friend called me incompetent, but even I know chit chat is nice.
I mean, we just got a mission to do. I want to get to the Queen, get to Acheron, protect whatever the hell's going
So
on.
you
up
want to
there.
sit here for hours and hours and hours?
Yeah,
in
probably
complete
pass
silence.
out, go to sleep. You're welcome to do that.
I'm not gonna sleep
I
around
don't like
y'all.
that.
You won't even tell me your name.
I don't need to know my name. I might as well die when we get to the event horizon. I don't even give a shit about who you guys are.
Okay.
It's a little bit rude.
It's kind of rude, yeah.
So he just kind of posts up, crosses his arms.
I'm just gonna sit in my chair and just stare at him wide-eyed the entire time.
Can I, not obviously, but just, like, look over them, see if they have any, like...
I'll see how long Jamie could actually stare at me. Go
I
ahead.
want to see if they have any, like, skull regalia. Like, any symbol of, like, a skull or anything on them.
Yeah, I mean, give me a perception check for sure.
That's not, 9.
You don't see much. There's just a
Alright.
bunch of scars all
Yeah.
over them.
Alright.
At this point, he looks backwards again and sees out the window and he goes. And he just kind of shuts his eyes and sits back. And the other two do the same thing.
They
They all just close their eyes and sit back.
and there's 4 of them in here.
There's 4 of them in here.
What are they wearing and what are they armed with?
One has a great sword, another short sword at his side. The other one has a spear much like yours. The other one's unarmed. But they all have pretty hefty weapon, and they're all pretty damn scarred up.
And they looked out the window and
Yeah.
We saw like a day's ride.
Everybody give me a perception check.
yeah. I'm going to do something based on this perception check.
Okay. I would hope so.
17.
I got a natural 20 again.
18.
Look at you. Hey, I'm the lad. Look at you
My
guys.
big
Finally.
blue eyes.
So, amongst the rumbling of the tires of the cart, I guess the wheels here, tires don't exist yet.
Oh, wow.
It seems like there's a bit of dissonance. It's not just one. You might assume that you've probably caught up to the other carts at this point since there's more people here, but it definitely feels like there's more carts around. These guys are still eyes closed, arms crossed.
I'm gonna stand up on my seat, and
Not
I'm
much
still
taller.
staring at him.
His eyes are closed.
His eyes are closed, so I'm gonna take out my battle axe,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna stand here.
Okay.
I'll open the top of my box and just grab my spear again.
Anybody else do
Just,
anything?
hold on to it. I don't know.
Are you asleep yet?
Does it sound like we're getting closer to the other?
Definitely.
And they were riding together when we saw them.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grab one of the guys and throw him out the back.
Okay, give me a strength check.
Do I have advantage?
Their eyes are closed.
Because
Go
their
ahead.
eyes are closed. Ooh, that's a 25.
A 25. All right. You contest that. That was not
Yeah.
a very good roll for a single person to
Seeing
do.
him just grabbing it, can I just like touch the big dude that was talking to us?
In the center?
Yeah, the guy that was like being an asshole
Yeah.
that we were talking to,
Yeah.
and just say,
It helps to be honest.
and I'll touch him and cast inflict wounds.
Okay. Go ahead and do that. You pick him up and you just toss him out.
Yeah, I just throw him out like...
It seems like he's not even resisting and the door's open and he falls out.
Alright, that's fucking weird.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Inflict wounds is a chonker, right?
Yeah.
16 hit.
16 does hit.
Okay.
Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. Yeah, a little bit. All right.
That's
And there's
pretty
two
good.
more dudes in here?
15.
There is.
What kind? That's necrotic, I think, right? Yeah, 20 points of necrotic damage.
Jesus. 20. That's a big 2-0.
Okay.
I'm scared, guys. The guy wasn't resisting right.
So,
Maybe it's not real.
I don't think he's real.
flavor the spell for me. What does it feel like? Do you know?
Yeah, I just kind of reach over to him, say that phrase to him, and I touch him right on his shoulder, and the area around my hand just gets a little blacker and darker. And he says, "Oh, he has armor on, right?"
He's got a bare shoulder.
Yeah, so his shoulder would just kind of get a little dark, and you can see the veins kind of poking. The veins turn to dark black, and then I release my hand.
Okay. So he has a very large jolt in his
Sure.
right arm, you said? Or left arm?
It'd be,
whichever
I reach
one.
for his left.
Okay. His body itself, he doesn't move. He winces a good bit.
Mm-hmm.
Stays still. Doors open.
Yeah. The back doors, yeah.
You hear even louder at your side. A cart is obviously really near you guys.
Mm-hmm.
How many people do they... Oh, because we're speeding past them.
The guy that you dropped off does a roll, and it seems like... See here? Okay. He controls it really well. Goes into a tumble and just lays on his back as he lands.
Guys, I just hit this guy pretty hard and he's not moving.
Push him out the back.
Everybody give me a dexterity saving throw.
It's gonna ram us.
Nat 20.
I got another nat 20.
Oh my
14.
god,
I know.
2 in a row.
I know.
So if
And
you all were
10-10.
to... Oh, right.
2 nat 20s,
Just
look at
missed
us.
that.
I know.
Okay. She did pretty well as in kind. If you all were aware, which you are now, that a cart is barreling directly towards you.
There's a
With a nat
ravine.
20, how the hell would you resolve it and get out of it?
Out of the carriage?
What would you do?
I would.
What I want to do, because
And
I think
the
it's
ravine
really
is on
funny,
our left still, right?
Yeah.
I want to try and when you throw something up in a car and it kind of comes back because it
Yeah, because it's
like
not getting the momentum of the cart
gravity?
itself.
Yeah. I just want to jump up and have the cart go up from under me.
Okay.
I would just basically jump out, tuck and roll, and just pop up, waiting for something, ready for a fight.
Okay.
I had a 14.
14. I mean, you succeed as well.
Oh,
It's pretty
trying to
obvious.
Push 10 out as well. I'm holding on my bat, my box.
So, 10 allows. With the resolution of each of your actions here, the cart does eventually get into you guys. It's more of like a tap, though, because you're going so fast already. There's a bit of a jolt here. But with Zerda, since you jumped in the air, you're now being transferred from that cart to the other one
I
on the
love it.
face of it.
That's so
Nice.
great.
You get pushed into it as it's kind of squashed against the wall here. So you're standing at the edge of the current cart you're in.
Okay.
No damage happens. For you as well, you just kind of stand strong.
All right. Am I on the...
You're on the very edge with Armano.
Okay.
Did you jump out?
Yeah, no, I jumped out of the cart.
Okay, yeah, you're absolutely fine.
Yeah, no, I jump out of the cart and tuck and roll on the ground, post up, ready for a fight.
So we can do this one of two ways. We can roll initiative if you guys would like, or we can kind of try to do a quick time event thing.
Ooh.
I don't know what's going on.
I don't know
Let
what's
me
going on.
decide here.
Yeah, what do I see as I'm standing out
Right.
outside of the cart now? Because our
So-
cart is... He's still on the cart, right?
Yes. No, you're still in the cart. You're
the
standing
edge.
between the door and the new one itself. You can see Zerda very clearly just in the face of this
Oh,
cart.
I thought it was coming to like ram us into the
So
ravine.
it's
It rammed us from
basically
the back.
like
They're
this.
surrounding us.
Got you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a train docking.
Yeah.
Like connecting. Got
Basically.
you.
You two got off. Cart slows down, and at this point, basically, it's going slower than a horse, about a jogging pace.
So I'm at
And
the.
the guys behind that were in the cart still unmoving.
In the cart previously, yeah, they're still moving.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll initiative for me.
All right.
Perfect.
Come on. Let's. Hey, this is my bad roll. Remember?
Initiative?
Yeah. Initially, my always bad roll. That's average.
It's my bad roll.
Ooh, we're about to die, boys. These bandits are gonna. These skull crushers are gonna. I don't know who they are, but they're gonna
don't know
try
what
and
it
kill
is.
us.
We're hanging out. All right. This.
They stole our carriage.
This.
Why are they?
Your carriage? We don't have
I
one.
know. Are we fighting like what the fuck are we fighting?
I have no idea.
Bags of potatoes.
We were just talking to that guy.
Where is
Maybe
man
they-
wrapped up in spiderweb? What'd you do with him?
On his back.
He stole my bag.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So, did you guys roll initiative?
Yes.
Romano, what'd you get?
4.
Ooh.
That's not very hot.
No.
Salty.
12.
12.
Better than usual.
Zerda.
19.
Hey, always high on the initiative.
Alrighty.
Scrappy.
Come on, guys. You can't roll a nat one.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
That's fine.
Nice. I'm fine with that.
And we got one more. That's a little better.
Tintin as well, or is she just non-combatant?
10, let's...
So she's with me, right?
She's with you. Let's have her share your initiative count.
Gotcha.
If that's okay?
That's good.
Yeah.
Cool. Alrighty. So
Makes it
we got
more
this.
manageable on your end.
Yeah. And she can't really fight that much.
She can cast spells. Only Featherfall.
It's very interesting. We'll talk about that in
It
just a
can be
moment here.
helpful. Listen,
Yes.
don't sleep on Featherfall.
First up here, we do indeed have Zerda up first. You're currently painting the picture. You're on, like, face first on this cart, basically just, like, straddling it with your hands open. What would you like to do?
I would like to crawl up to the onion's spout.
Yeah, okay, easy enough. It's about 5 feet of movement, easy.
Cool. I'm on top of the onion now, and I look around. What do I see?
It's just you and the other cart.
Okay, so it's this cart, and then
They're
there's
basically
our
connected
cart
like
in
a
front of
train,
us?
yeah.
Okay, are there any other carts?
Nope.
Like.
But earlier we saw 3 carts.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Um,
Do the think.
I literally can't. Like, I am incapable.
I felt really nasty with that intelligence check I did on you earlier.
That's fine.
That's so funny. I
Yeah.
love it. Can I? Is there a way for me to like look in through the window if I like loop my rope
Absolutely.
around and like,
Yeah.
look under? Okay. Is there anybody in there?
Easy enough. You look, there are 5 guys sitting inside of it.
Okay.
Burgers and fries, if you're laughing at that. And they're just eyes closed, sitting like this.
Hey!
They don't budge.
Okay. I'm gonna take my. Can I take my javelin and just like throw it in there?
Yeah, sure. Do you aim at anybody?
I just throw it at the mass of men.
Okay, yeah. Give me a ranged attack throw.
Great.
You can see the confusion on my player's face.
Yes.
17.
No idea what's going on.
17?
Yeah.
Easy enough. You throw it and it lands straight in the back of one of the other men. Roll me damage.
What? Ooh.
8 damage.
8 damage? Okay.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
It's like, gotcha, bitch! And I go back up to the spout.
It
Very-
hits him and he winces and he lets out a yelp. And he like repositions himself, grabs his composure again, and sits back. It's just sticking out his back and blood's gushing. He's still alive. Is there anything else you want to do?
Nope.
Okay.
I just go
So
back
they
up
are-
to
and they're
the
not
spout.
undead. Because you checked for that.
I checked that, yeah.
Okay. Next up, we do have the guy that you tried to shock with your hand, or you did successfully.
Yeah, but they tried to.
No, it happened. 20 damage.
So he
Immune to necrotic.
stretches his arm out, and it looks like it's got no range of motion right now. And he just kind of
So he
does.
stands up behind me.
Yes. And he stands up, and his arm's just hanging at the side. Stretches his other arm, and when he's doing that, he pulls out his greatsword.
Sure.
But it's not the end that you expect. He grabs it kind of wonky on the end with the blade first. And he's going to make a melee attack on you.
Ugh.
Okay, so he walks all the way to me.
How does a 15 do?
No, just hit.
Okay. So he grabs it with his other hand, brings the pommel straight down onto your head.
Okay, well, Tintin's not up there. That's good.
Weird. Is his hand bloody
End
now?
them rightly.
You're not there to be able to tell. All right. Let's see how much this does. Okay.
Ooh, I'm scared. What's your health looking like?
Not good.
This guy. 3 damage.
Ooh.
Okay.
But you're met with a intense shock on the head as one of the hilts lands right in the middle of your
that's
skull.
not
Oh,
comfy.
that's not. That won't feel good in the morning.
I won't feel good
You'll have a
now.
headache right
And
now.
he drops his other arm and goes, "Ah, fuck! That hurt you, little bitch."
Oh.
And he pulls his
guy's
greatsword
so
back into one
vulgar.
hand and holds it at his side at the ready.
Oh.
Yeah, none of the other guys got up.
Is
this one.
this like a shared consciousness?
This guy?
That's what I'm
That's what-
thinking.
that's what I'm
That's what
thinking
I'm
too.
thinking, right? But I'm stupid, so I can't say it.
This guy's vulgar.
Next up, we have Salty.
Okay.
So
Are they the cards are like moving
Back to
away from
back.
me?
Yeah, basically.
And they're like moving away from me. Okay. I'm gonna jog up.
Easy enough.
What do I see in both the windows? The scene that just happened right there, right?
Well, you see that Zerda's over one of the windows, and it looks like it's broken, and she's cackling for some reason.
She's got that handled.
You can
How-
kind of,
is the cart moving away from him quickly?
and since about half people are inside each, it's about a jogging pace.
It's fine.
Okay.
I'm athletic.
But you have to use all of your movement every turn to keep up with it.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
I want to get to the window where this guy is, where our original
Yeah,
carriage.
you can do that.
I look in. Is the guy with the claymore like?
Yes, he's right next to Mono.
You got bug in the head, mate. I want to reach through and like try and like either like choke him through the.
You can't quite reach up to his head because it is 2 feet up from the ground.
I'm 6'6".
But he's also standing.
Got
so
you.
Kind of.
Okay, then I want to just grab him, try and like force him out the window if I can.
Yeah. Well, I mean, your
him
movement
out
stops
there.
at some point, so you really, if you grab him, you can just kind of try to yank him off. Give me a strength. You're gonna try to grapple. Give me a strength contest. So just roll me a
Okay,
strength check.
gotcha. He can use his dex or athletics.
Yep.
I got a 21.
That's good.
You got a 19.
Hey!
So where do you grab him?
I like just wherever I can, just like try to yank him out.
Yeah, say you grab him onto like his thigh or his ankle.
And the window side was
left.
where the ravine is.
Correct.
What I want to do is try and yank him out and like just either use the momentum or on my next turn, because I can use my bonus action to make a shove attack. Not right now. I can use my bonus action to make a melee attack or another grapple.
Where's Rap Dude?
On the back, on my shoulders.
Easy enough. Like, is he secured?
Yeah, because we strapped in my shoulders with the silk. So I want to like get him out the window, and depending on how far I am from the ravine, either yank him towards there or just kind of push him out that way.
All right.
But I yank him out the window. Where are we right now?
You can start pulling him, but
Alright,
it's
gotcha.
about 40 to 50 feet away from you guys currently.
Oh, the ravine?
The ravine.
Then I won't even try. I'll just grapple him and then just do an unarmed strike as a
Yeah,
bonus
go for
action on the side of his head.
Yeah. Attack roll.
That's a nat 20.
Give me triple damage.
Triple damage.
Don't forget
Full
that.
damage.
You guys know
Triple
pugilists,
damage.
when they crit, they can
Not
do
pugilist, half orcs.
half orcs. This class is insane.
Half orcs.
They can get up to
races?
1 HP. Granted, you get poked back down, but if last session he was down, he could have just gotten straight back up.
That's race. That's his half orc.
Ooh
that
baby,
insane?
ooh baby, ooh baby.
That's so good.
That's so good. 5, 10, 16, 20 damage. With a strike to the temple with my just fist.
That's kind of ironic. Okay, so
Does he call him a little bitch now too?
if you want, so
Oi, why you bonk him on the head, I'll bonk you on the head. And then just
Bonk, go to horny jail.
so he's
right in the
he's really sturdy.
Yeah.
But you feel the meat of your fist like press into this guy's head, and you swear there's like a fist-sized mark indented into his skull.
God.
But
So
he
like
just
it gives way.
he doesn't give way.
No, I mean like the skull.
the
like,
skull like
It
Like there's no
pushes in a
bone
little
in
I
it.
bit.
feel the skull like
Well, he hit him really hard.
yeah.
like
Oh, he's
cartilage.
an
Yeah.
infant.
hit him on the soft spot on the side of his head.
So he basically just goes like that, and he's
Oh, that's fuck it. That hurt my hand.
Can
And
you
you're
give me
still
an acrobatics
standing.
check? Are you jumping off?
No, I'll say I'm still hanging on to him.
So
a
did you just like
crazy
bop
son-
him through the window?
Yeah, no, like I was hanging on to him and then just smacked him in the side of the
That's
head.
a crazy side.
Mono, watch out! Yeah.
I'm looking out the
Basically.
door and I see him just sprint by. And
Grab him and then just bump him on the side of the head.
Salty's MVP, man.
that's a sight.
Acrobatics check?
If you're not jumping off, you're fine.
Oh,
I
I'm
thought
not-
you
no.
were like pulling him off and go. You're like boop and jump off.
No, if I'm hanging on and I look, I'm like, oh, I'm not fucking with the ravine. That's so far. I'm just gonna hang on to this guy.
Okay, cool. I mean, you punched the ever-living Christ out of him.
Oh, you knocked out, mate. Wait, you're still saying it? All right, you're fucking
He is
tough.
standing,
You're fucking tough. All right.
Does he still have him grappled?
Yeah, he's still grappled.
Are you looking at him?
Yeah. I mean, he bumped me in the head.
At this point, his eyes have rolled in the back of his head.
Gotcha.
Okay. And the other guys, still no response from the other guys.
No response.
Okay.
Scary.
Next up after Salty, Ormano finally.
Finally.
You're 4.
I was thinking about.
Hit him on the sauce.
I was thinking about like putting manacles on this guy. But if his eyes are rolling up,
So funny.
he has him in a chokehold.
Yeah, but also manacles, and then you could just bonk him
I could
even
fe-
more.
I could. The way
I feel
this
like
guy's
I don't even
acting,
punch him in
though.
the side. I think I just fucking hammer fist him on top of the head.
feel-
You want
I can see
an eye
him
for an eye
slipping
with
out.
Ormano.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I'll I mean, I got the spear, so I'll
Tintin, stay close. Oh,
put her on top now, and then I'll
You've got
just
a really big bump on your head.
yeah,
It's a
I
fucking
know.
cartoon welt on the top.
I mean, it would be.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out, Tintin.
Yeah, it's hard
And
not
I'll
to.
He
just-
holds on to it.
Oh God. It's like a horse. It's like the pommel of a horse saddle.
Let's go.
So I'm gonna do my best. Yeah, I don't know how seeing him like give way on this guy. I don't wanna. I'm gonna stab him through with my spear, just charge at him, but I don't want to poke all the way through the onion to hit him on the other side.
Oh, watch it.
Well, don't worry. He's like poking through, so
He's
you
like
hear.
grappling him through.
Yeah.
It's true.
He's
Okay,
holding
yeah.
on to him.
We'll keep that in mind.
Because I would imagine the guy's here, Wall's here, and then he's on the
Yeah.
just
Just
the
Salty,
other
just
side.
like kind of skipping, like trying to keep up.
Give me your
I was-
attack roll. You did that to the skull spider too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is
Charging with a spear seems pretty good.
what they're meant to do.
right? Yeah, two-handed it. That's well, it hit before, so
bad.
17. That should
That does hit.
connect through.
How do you
him.
do it?
Right through his.
Right through his sternum.
So it's rather impressive, especially if you're watching Salty. That was pretty sturdy looking armor, maybe even made out of some sort of steel. It rams straight through it.
Oh.
Roll me damage.
Interesting. 9 points of piercing damage.
Damn, that's a sharp spear you got there.
Yeah, it is.
Look at it, it's all
I don't
rusty.
Like that. I don't like that.
It's
You draw
got
this scene too.
it's got intense
Again,
eyes.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So it
Oh,
connects.
chill, mate, chill.
Hold on, I have to.
His eyes are still rolled in the back of his head. You feel a very large jolt on your back.
On my back?
Yeah. Give me an
Okay.
intelligence check.
What was? What
Not my
exactly-
strong suit. Hey, not
What
my
exactly
strong
was it that Salty just said?
Salty?
Yeah.
You trying to keep it down right to fanfic.
10.
10?
Yeah.
I mean, it feels like it was the same thing that's resting on your back currently. A large man that's wrapped in.
it could all be one mind.
Oh, no. All right.
Okay. So, Armando, do you do anything else?
I mean, if I get the idea, if I move
God.
away, he's gonna try to hit me. So I'm not. I'm just gonna say that with my spear inside him.
No, go ahead.
That's it.
He.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
So, next up we have. Let's go with Zerda again. What do you do?
So I'm gonna rappel down on my rope again. So I'm looking into the window. I want to take out my tinder box. I want to just start like trying to light the closest guy's clothes on fire.
It's not a bad idea.
That's pretty good. That's pretty accurate.
What kind of check would that be?
I do have an alternate. If I'm unable to do that, I have an alternate thing.
I mean, he's standing. It's the same, or like sitting down. It's the same thing as just like lighting a piece of wood
Yeah.
or something.
Maybe
It's
like sleight of hand.
car's not moving that fast. No, just do it.
I light him on fire.
Okay,
Okay, is
Yeah.
that like my action?
that's an. I mean, where do you keep your lighter match? That was
Well, seeing as I love fire,
This was a pouch
have-
made for it.
I have
like a strike thing just on your hip or something.
I have a special pouch for my tinder box on
Yeah?
my hip. Yes.
Okay, so one fell swoop, just light it and
Yep,
put him
I'll
on
light
fire.
him on
We'll
fire.
just do that as your interact. It's easy enough.
Okay, cool. So then I'm gonna take out my I forget what it's called, my sensor. I'm I'm gonna light that because it has those little coals in it.
Yeah.
And then I want to take it and I want to swing it and bash him in the head with it.
Jesus.
Give me a melee strike.
Cool.
Melee attack. And I did do fire damage to him.
Nice.
So 14 to hit.
That will hit, actually.
Nice.
If
Okay,
it's on
cool.
one of those guys.
One of those guys.
What damage is a sensor?
I mean, it's
Bludgeoning.
blunt, I assume, right? Bludgeoning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That could be like a club,
A
like a
D4?
D4, a D6,
D4?
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll do
Easy
a
enough.
D4 plus my 2 for damage or whatever.
Whatever your strength mod is.
2. So 3 damage.
Nice. Bonk.
Won't go to horny jail.
He's on fire and gets hit with a sensor.
So,
I don't even.
Which
I,
it's probably not hot yet, but it will be.
I don't see that, but I'm like, why?
Salty,
Smoke billowing out
give
of the
me
other side.
a strength contest roll. You can do it with dex or your strength.
Oh no.
24.
How do you? 23.
Really?
23.
Let's go. That's huge.
So the guy on your back manages to
Frederick.
Frederick rip out of.
Oh, I got a wriggling back here.
How do you keep him down?
How do I keep him like from moving?
Yeah, he gets out.
Because I'm holding onto this guy.
Yes.
I just let go and want to suplex like onto my back.
Okay. Zerda, are you done with your turn?
Yes.
What do you want to do?
I'm gonna
I
stay
let go,
in the window.
suplex him on my back.
Okay.
So like he stops wriggling.
So you just how does I don't do wrestling stuff?
Yeah,
I'm a nerd.
I basically like hold him
You
where
know
he
the
is,
Randy
right?
Kendall Orton.
Yeah, exactly.
I like put my arms around him and just like kind of jump off the back to like full weight like onto him,
Yeah.
and then I turn around if he's still wriggling and just want to deck him in the face.
Go for it.
All right. Oi, stop wriggling, mate. Is he prone?
If you're doing that, yeah. Now
Okay. I ask because advantage. Oh, that's a 24.
to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that hits.
All right.
Indeed.
8 damage on the first hit. As I just deck him in the face.
How do you want to do it?
I just want like suplex him, feel him still wriggling, turn around, get up on one knee, and then just like slam my fist down onto his face.
So where is everybody right now?
I still got the spear stab through
I'm
that guy.
on an onion.
And you're looking through the window, yeah?
She's on the other.
I'm
onion.
looking through the window, yeah.
Okay, so at the moment of this immensely loud thud that you clearly hear and see,
Sure.
Zerda, where you're from, you can still hear it. Simultaneously, every single one of these people does a large jolt and they slump over.
I'm just
The person who's on your spear leans forward and you have to use all your weight to keep him up.
Hey, buddy, you alright?
Are you done now? Are you done wriggling?
All of the carts, except for the one that you two are in, and the Zerda's, so you two, basically, but they go,
Well, she's on the other cart.
Yeah.
So there's still
hers is going like tiptoe pace.
Yeah, we had that minus two
There's
on
3
it.
of you.
Okay.
Well, he's
yeah.
off
10.
of it.
He's on it. Or did you jump off?
He's
I jumped
Yeah,
off.
he's
This is on the ground.
Jesus,
this is on
this
the
is
ground.
even more epic than I thought.
Yeah, this is on the
Hey,
ground.
man.
Like as we're moving.
So you and Tintin.
this-
Yes.
You're just going a little bit faster than Zerda's, but it's like a walking pace.
Oh, okay.
You guys are out of initiative.
Cool.
I'm just looking at him. Like, how's his face looking after that punch?
Does he have a face?
I don't know. Does he have a face?
I mean, it might as well be gone because he punched the shit off of it.
Nice. Oh, you wipe it off like on my pants. Oh, hate it. Hate it. Like
Oh.
just some bone in my hand a little bit. Oh god.
Take the spear off of the guy. Is there
I'm-
blood on it?
Yeah. I'm not so sure what that was about. I seem to handle that one as well, though.
Have you ever heard of something like that, Tintin?
No, not at all.
And I look at the carts are like still going a little bit.
Salty out there?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, hold on 1 minute.
I mean, this is like a really anticlimactic. Like, you guys are yelling at each other, and it's just going like,
Salty!
oh, I'm fine. I'm fine. I think I accidentally killed him. Adrenaline going through me. You know. how
Oh,
it
that
is.
might have been for the best. 'Cause
Oh,
now
yeah,
everyone
maybe.
out in here is out of it.
I just like at this point, fuck it. I just rip the silk off of him and like just want to get a good look at what's
Can
going
we still
on.
tell it's Frederick?
Oops.
I saw him for a good bit on the cart initially. It looks like just a bit squashed. Kind of like
Okay.
the onion.
I like hold it. I what do I see on his body just now? Just
Do you leave his armor on? It's a bit charred.
I take like the silks
I'll
off and
get
just want
off
to look.
too.
Yeah, okay.
My medicine eyes, I'll come over and try to understand what the hell's going on.
Okay, so give me medicine check. Medicine eyes. And you're just giving me a perception check or investigation, whichever you choose.
I'm gonna try to ascertain
Nat 20.
how he died.
What is going on?
That's what, 3 nat 20s for me? 4 nat 3?
There's not a lot in this game. 7?
Yeah, try to discern how he died.
So it's really obvious right now that be it from the punch, and you're not looking at the guy who got punched.
Yeah, I forgot that's what killed him. That's right.
His head is kind of pulsing a little bit. Just like veins are pumping a lot of blood.
Is like blood squirting out a little bit?
Yeah.
Okay.
Especially at least from where the guy was stabbed initially, but you're not looking. It just sounds like there's a bit of squirting going on in there.
Yeah, can I go back to the guys inside and look at them? Same thing?
Oh, they all have like the pulsing?
You see this as well.
Okay.
Do you investigate like any other part of him?
Yeah, I'll strip him down, see like what's going on. There we go.
Oh, I didn't get anybody with that one.
No, I'll strip him down. Just make sure nothing else fucking freaky is gonna happen. So just make sure he's all like like if there's any weapons near him, like toss them.
Let's say you take his armor off, and below that, he doesn't really wear any sort of thick shirt.
Okay.
It's easy enough to look at his chest and see that there's a large skull and bones tattoo.
Gotcha.
And there's also a boot coming through the head.
Oh,
Skull Crushers.
Nice. Yeah, Skull Crusher.
But as you're looking at it, it's kind of fading a bit.
As it's fading.
Mhm.
Okay.
And it just kind of wavers. Give me an Arcana check.
Right. If it looks like it's about to fade out of existence,
It's just getting more faded as time goes on.
if it ever looks like it's gonna disappear, I want to just quickly like this is gross, slice it off.
Okay.
Arcana. Ooh. That's a 5.
I mean, it just looks like a tattoo itself.
Gotcha.
For the other
Nice,
guys,
nice design, nice line
yeah, can I pull
work.
off theirs as well? See if this, if they have any items, as well as also seeing if they also have this tattoo.
Yeah, investigation is for finding stuff, so let's try that.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. 15.
Okay.
That's so fun.
So let's say you spend time looking at all of the other guys, right? I would assume you take the
I'm looking at
moment.
them all, yeah.
With a 15, you're searching through and you manage to find an odd amount of money on one specific guy.
Oh.
Okay.
Frederick specifically.
Oh, Frederick.
Oh,
specifically.
He's got 20 silver pieces
Hey.
and 1 gold piece, which for a commoner is a decent amount
Yeah,
of money.
that's a lot
I
of money.
see. He must have switched.
So you also find a long leather whip
Oh.
tipped in splayed leather strips with a red treated leather handle.
Ooh.
And on him there are 8 letters from the queen.
8.
8 letters.
How many people?
He's stolen them.
He's consuming.
From what you guys have seen, there was 4 with that guy specifically, and then counting Frederick, there's 5 right now.
But then there's
There's
more
a
people
third
in my
one.
cart.
There were other carts that you guys saw as well.
Mhm.
You
What was
also
the silver thing again?
silver thing? How many
Yeah,
silvers?
No, what was you said there was like with a silver wrapping or something?
Oh no, that was something I described about the leather whip. It was like a red
Oh, the
treater
whip. That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Red whip.
And with a 15, you also managed to find a burnt crisp of paper in one of his front pockets.
Burnt crisp of paper.
Yeah. You can try to make a perception check to see like what's on it if you want.
I will cast mending on it.
Hey, there we
When
go.
your players do things, you don't get a high enough perception check to get something in a certain way.
That's a
you
good-
just fix it.
That's a good spell
Yeah, so
slot.
I'll
Can you
pull
write
out of my
everything that
I'll
we found on the website?
I'll pull out of my pouch and just hold 2 small little gray lodestones together over it and just kind of rub them on the paper, and it kind of slowly, I guess, comes back together. Hopefully, that's the plan.
So what eventually comes to, in sort of like a reverse burning, you see that ember on the edge of a piece of paper
so cool.
reverse.
That's so cool.
And it reverse burns back to its original form. You see a very crude drawing of a city. It's basically like one of those child houses that somebody draws. A square, a triangle on top. There are some stick figures around it and weird like spherical things with points on the top. They each have circles on the bottom of them as well. There's arrows going from each of these stick figures to the town itself. And above it, there's a skull with a crushed in boot and crossbones on the back. Not just that, there's a flag holding it. And that's what you see.
I'll show that to the group.
Okay.
I found this on Frederick.
I'm not over there. I am way behind on another onion.
Yeah, it's creeping though. mean, you catch it eventually.
Just to make sure, 1 gold, 27 silver, a whip, the red handle whip, 8 letters.
8 letters from the queen.
Yep, and then
The letter he found.
and then the ominous picture.
Yeah. Okay. That's probably a little too stupid for me to understand.
All right, let me. I'm good at pictures.
You get it stupid.
I'm good at pictures.
Came to the right 3.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Oh,
I mean, is there any hidden knowledge here?
I mean, it looks like they're all coming to a certain city, right? Certain town, maybe.
probably way more.
Yeah, probably way more.
Would make sense.
And then maybe the one at the top is the queen.
Yeah.
The skull. They want to. He did mention that he wanted to kill her.
Oh, the skull crushers want to take over. They want to usurp the throne.
Maybe instead of killing, they almost want to assimilate with her. That's what we're kind of getting. What's going on here? Gross.
Yeah.
I don't know of any. Assimilate? What do you mean?
Like how they don't. When we killed one of them, almost
They would
killed all of them.
transport to another body.
Oh, here we go.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, you saw that. I stabbed
Okay.
him, and then
I mean, I have to be kind of honest. Whenever you guys fight stuff, I
Close your eyes.
probably smart.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
All
might
right.
seem confident, but that's probably why.
Now, in great detail, I explained what happened.
Okay.
And she goes, oh,
Very
that's
crisp
awesome.
Detail.
But
I flex.
Oh, we don't need to see that,
Thank you.
Salty.
Thank you.
I mean, you don't even really need to flex to.
Yeah.
Don't flatter him.
I bounce my pecs.
He's now the rock,
Yeah.
basically. Salty the rock.
I'll turn away.
Oh boy.
Avert the eyes.
That's a salty rock.
Did you see anything odd on their bodies?
Oh, yeah. I saw. Is the tattoo still there?
It's there, but it's almost gone.
All right. This tattoo. Oh, it's almost gone.
Almost gone.
I cut it off.
How do you do that?
I have a dagger, so I take the dagger.
Do you have 2?
I do not.
I'll give you the dagger back if I see you want it.
Oh, yeah. Thanks, mate. Yes.
Give me a sleight of hand check to cut the skin off of this dead man.
16.
Okay. It's like you had one of those scissors that have like a pattern on it.
Oh,
You cut it, but
yeah.
it's so jagged, but you just like you're so strong that you gut into the rib cage,
Oh,
and you just
God.
kind of carve around.
Don't look. too
Sorry.
And just crunching,
Got
gushing.
overzealous. I'm
You
sorry.
Finish the circle.
I'll walk
and
away with 10-10.
You just like put your hands underneath and scoop it out.
I just
you grab
like
part
a
of his
piece of
rib
parchment,
cage.
like 2 hands, just kind of peel it up.
Yeah, parts of his rib cage, like
You know,
I'm out.
you could have told me you wanted
all right.
to do that. I've done surgery before.
Sorry. I
Tintin's eyes are just.
I like just trim the fat basically.
Yeah, okay. You've got a skinned.
Just look at me, Tintin. Just look at me.
Yeah, I'm just
It's
gonna
pretty
look at
gross.
nothing.
Wow, you said I cut open the rib cage.
Yes.
Quick glance. Is there a heart?
Yeah.
All right. Just want to make sure. Want to make sure there was an
It's
actual
gone.
human guy.
Yeah.
All right. So Tintin, this is gross. Just imagine it's a parchment, right? Because that's what I make sure it's all like not spotless, but do my best.
Yeah.
Like parchment, it's made from animal skin, kind of. I think.
It is. Yeah, you're right.
All right. So this was very like black, like very good inking, ink work, all that.
Okay.
See how it's almost faded? Like it's
Want me to
almost.
look?
Just a real
is.
glance. Just real. It's.
We don't need to scar the poor dwarf.
Sorry, I'll describe it. All right. Yeah. See, very faded. And right when she glances, I put it away.
Yeah, she's.
Anything you know about fading tattoos, symbolism, anything like that?
I don't know about symbolism, but no tattoo lasts forever.
Yeah,
Well,
no, but
not
this is
like-
like
yeah, not like that.
when I looked at him, very thick black, like very like fresh tattoo
Okay,
ink. But now that he's dead, it was like fading into his skin or fading from existence or something like that.
Do we know anything about the Skull Crushers, or was this the first time we ever heard of them?
You've heard of the Skull Crushers, most likely just in passing here and there. They're not a world-renowned bandit group, so some of you might have been surprised
Ambitious.
that somebody like this had that large of a bounty on their head, but it was just a simple group of ruffians that went around ambushing people. They did have some boats on occasion, and they were once known as a really large pirate crew, which you would definitely know about
Okay,
for sure.
Yeah.
Back in your time, they've been around since pre-dawning.
gotcha.
Now they don't do as much. It's just essentially petty thievery, robbery, and they're usually quelled by guards at whatever town they go to. So it's a bit odd that they were quite capable this time around. I mean, let me look through my book just a moment. And she
Sure.
reaches to her bag and like slings it over because it's attached to a strap.
I don't want to stay here.
Yeah, we
by
should
the
get
way,
on.
Let's
On
look
one
at
of the
that while
carts.
we're
Let's
on.
link up with
one of the-
Zerda.
Yeah, on the.
Yeah,
In
where
the
is
distance,
she?
you hear ah.
Oh,
Zerda,
God.
you can get on this one if you want.
I hear screaming. I rush over. Oh, you all
I'm
right?
just standing on top like this because it's moving super slowly, and I don't know where y'all
Oh,
are.
it's all right. I reach up and pick her off and put her down on the ground.
I guess now that we're all here,
I collect my javelin.
good. Yes, you pull it out of
Yes.
this guy. It's dripping in blood, and you've got a happy-go-lucky goblin prancing on over with her bloody javelin. It's about as tall as
And
her.
a lit sensor.
All right, I did some fucking gross stuff, but you seem to enjoy it.
Well, on the subject of that gross stuff,
Yes.
It's not gross. They weren't alive.
well, the bloody rag of skin is kind of gross, but anyways,
Don't worry
that's
about
neither
it.
here nor there.
Don't worry about it.
There's something in my book about magical markings. Throughout recent history, pre-dawning, they figured out how to turn magical ink into magical tattoos of sort, I suppose. And there's not
Sure.
much information on them, but and she thumbs through and like lines. If you look now, and she kind of like looks down and she forgets that something's off of her wrist. It's not there anymore. It should be gone.
What?
The tattoo.
I turn around, so my big body's blocking.
Yeah.
I look. Is it gone?
Yeah.
Toss it.
And it splats on the ground, and Zerda,
Yes.
let's say it tosses next to you. Can you read at all? Common?
If I have a -3 intelligence, can I read?
Probably not.
My
Probably-
intelligence is a 5.
Give me a perception check,
Cool.
just to see. Nat 20? What is
Bro!
happening?
I'm
gonna set
sorry,
this
Ryan.
aside. Okay, I was using this die last time though, and it was rolling complete shit for me, so I don't understand.
The stars have aligned
We've
for
had
you
like
today.
7 nat 20s this session.
Even Ryan's been rolling pretty okay-ish.
About that.
I can't read, but I can understand
There-
pictures.
You just heard that marking should have disappeared, but there is still scribbles on this, very small.
I'm gonna pick it up. I'm gonna waddle over. Is this what you were looking
Tintin,
for?
over here.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Sure.
Do you look at it?
I look at it.
Pretty plain and simple. You read common, right? Can you read? Can all of you read?
Yes.
What is your intelligence?
Sure.
I think if it's above a
You
6,
can speak.
you can read.
Okay. Is your intelligence above a 6?
I mean,
What's your intelligence?
out of character, Salty cannot read, but he doesn't want anyone to know that, so he's gonna act like he can read.
That makes a lot of sense.
It's fine.
I mean, it's scribbles
Yeah,
lines.
that's what I was looking for.
Okay.
What do you guys do with this
Tintin,
paper?
do you want to see? Just don't look at the red part.
I mean, I'll look at it, I
with
guess. Tintin,
I'll put her back on the
Do you
ground.
need to
That's pro-
scrape
okay.
the
Hey,
red part off?
That's smart, right? That's profound, ain't it?
What does it say?
Thank God one of us can read.
It says, and it's really, really clean lining here.
Uh-huh.
In
See that clean
We
lining?
love that
black
clean lining.
ink,
it's nice lining.
Fitzpatrick Parlor.
Fitzpatrick Parlor.
Yeah. FITZ.
Does
Patrick, CK.
Parlor, as in like a parlor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Does
a
that
shop.
sound familiar at all?
History check for me from Salty.
History check?
Yep.
Not great. 12.
It's Fitzpatrick Parlor.
Oi.
So it does ring a bell to you at
That's
least.
Salty's thinking though.
So in your time, in your background, you've heard tale of somebody named Patty.
Patty.
I have to keep things a little bit vague because
Yep.
you guys don't know
Yep.
everything about his background. But he's quite the artist.
Okay.
And I guess you could assume this is his full name. You've heard Fitzpatrick, Patty,
Yep.
but it seems familiar. You would glean that this artist is probably somebody who works on tattoos or something.
Okay.
But that's all you remember from your
Gotcha. Someone called Patty.
Okay.
This might be
Like a signature or something?
yeah, like a maker's mark of a tattoo.
Gotcha.
Um,
Like a painting.
Yeah, this is the only part that hasn't disappeared.
Real quick, look around. Make sure I don't got any Patty tattoos.
Nope.
All right. Yeah, not done none of mine. I thought he may have done this one. You see.
Do you know where you got that one?
Did
This
you
one?
meet him?
Oh, I travel just every town I go to. You just try to get tattoos.
You guys in the cart now?
Yeah.
Sure,
Okay,
we'll
let's
hop
go.
on.
Yeah. No, I've never met him. But apparently he's quite the connoisseur, quite the artist.
Name
Yeah.
gets around.
Yeah. His name gets around. He's quite the artist on tattoos and the
You
like.
know that he did these type of tattoos that Tintin was talking about?
No idea. I mean, that would be like his maker's mark. Some tattooists do it, some don't. You can tell by the artist. This one would seem he does specifically magical tattoos. I have heard of Patty before.
I assume it's pretty top dollar, too.
I would imagine so.
Can't believe
yeah.
a guy like this can pay for it.
From what I saw for a little bit,
Depends
it
on
seemed
the inks,
pretty
yeah.
clean.
What was that?
It seemed pretty clean from what I saw.
Yeah.
I mean, it was nice. I'm not arguing that.
I mean, first tattoo right here. Just very. It's like a very jagged, like shaky, like salt
Poke
shaker.
and stick.
Yeah, it's a salt shaker.
Of course.
Beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
no,
creative.
definitely not this. Thank you.
Is that a stick and poke?
Yeah, but it wasn't straight. It was more like stick and shake and poke.
So your name comes from?
Yeah.
Were you named after your
I
tattoo?
was, in fact, named after my two, yeah.
It seems like what came first, chicken or the egg? But like,
I
In this case, the egg.
well, what was your name before Salty?
felt salty.
But you haven't always had. You weren't born with the tattoo.
I might have been.
That's not okay.
What? Oh, yeah.
It's whatever. I mean, thank you for protecting me again.
I'm trying to keep you alive.
I mean, I knew when I picked up that letter from wherever the queen sent them that it would be really dangerous.
With that said,
Huh.
there's another carriage probably with guys just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't
But,
leave me there when
but
they're gone.
they're probably dead.
Hopefully.
Unless
Deactivated.
Yes, sir.
they were good people. And these
Hopefully.
guys were gonna attack them.
Well,
But then we came out and it was probably easier
Well, we
to
found
get.
more letters than our people.
yeah, the 8 letters, but that's the thing though, right?
Well,
Only
wait.
one carriage came.
That is true.
True.
Maybe he wanted the others to go to
Zerda looks out the window.
Tintin, you mean?
Not Zerda.
Okay.
Tintin.
Okay.
I was like, yes.
The other small person that's
Yes,
in the
yeah.
cart looks out the window.
No, I'll look out too.
Yeah. Zerda, come here. You have. I can't quite tell, but there's something shining out there. You give me a perception check?
I love
Could
shiny
it be the
things.
city?
Ooh, there's those bad rolls.
Yeah, they come up.
yeah.
Perception?
Yeah.
8.
You can't quite tell. You see a little glint.
It's a star.
It's a little lower than a star.
I mean, does it look like where the Waymore should be?
I mean, this is kind of the west if we're looking at, because we're going a bit more north right
So
now. I don't
somewhere
know.
off in the distance.
Yeah. It's not that far. I can't quite tell, but I mean, if you want to.
I don't know. I mean, I'll look.
Okay.
What if it's another bird? Move aside,
Oh, it's
girls.
kind of. You missed it. Oh, if we open the. And she gets off the cart and
Tintin.
pushes open the doors, and she almost like falls forward.
Oh,
You guys catch her easy enough. It wasn't that far away.
We've had enough of adventuring for the day. I think we should take it easy.
She points, goes, there it is. And with the way the moon is positioned, it's directly beaming against this rotund shape.
okay.
And it seems to be another cart possibly that stopped.
Yeah, we'll go check it out. I mean, we can't really direct where these things go, right?
We can
Yeah.
stop though.
It stopped. Let's just check.
If you want, I mean,
We'll have to check it from a distance, maybe.
What if they have a spoon?
if we're going to get off.
Well, it stopped. There's no one on there. There's no one on there because it stopped.
Right.
True. But what if
So-
they're setting up an ambush or something?
How?
I mean, if
What
we
if
think
the
about
same
this,
chimera that attacked us are sitting there munching on whoever was in there?
I don't think they're smart enough.
there's a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Try to be no mean.
Let's check it out. We'll check it out.
Yeah, from a distance, and then.
But it looks safe.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you mind if I... And she looks at the top of your box again.
Oh, of course.
Must be comfortable there. We're gonna have to get you a little pillow. What?
Yeah, I'll fashion a seat on there
If I
for
had
you.
some tools, I could probably make something for myself.
Can I check on the guy guy.
Oh no, he's not here.
Gone
No,
forever
Yeah,
now,
you guys
right?
left
no,
him.
we
back.
left
I
him.
mean,
Yeah.
you ripped off his
We have
chest. Which is great.
Yeah.
Don't we need his head?
At this point, I don't, know if
I don't even care. I do. Yeah, that's a lot of money, but we're already.
You guys get off.
Do these other people look like him?
No.
Okay,
You
gotcha.
get off.
Yeah.
Okay, if everybody jumps off, eventually the cart comes to
Yeah.
a slow, and you guys can run over there. It probably takes like a minute or two because you passed it a bit.
Yeah.
And you've made it. It looks like a pretty untouched version of the carts that you guys have seen.
Do I see anybody around anywhere?
Not a single person.
Can I look
Oh,
inside
no
and
bodies.
see if
have
they're
you
dead?
gone in?
Oh,
I
around.
would
Gotcha.
like to go in and
Okay.
see if they're
so
dead.
it just appears untouched.
It appears untouched.
Doors closed.
Doors closed.
Yeah.
She opens it.
I'm not getting in, but I'm opening
So
it.
you have to like stand on your toes a bit and just like try to get underneath the
Yeah.
part of the door and
I'll
slam
stand
open.
back about 15 feet.
You see, easy enough, hunched over, there's 3 guys,
Gotcha.
catatonic and stuffed in the corner in the back right. A bit different. There's a pile of bodies, blood leaking out of them. They don't look as fit or as scarred as the other men that you've seen so far in the carriages.
It's another group taken out by whatever the fuck attacked us, skull crushers.
I'm outside.
So only you and Zara to see this.
No one get in yet, and I'm gonna climb in.
It smells of blood at
Be
least.
careful, Zerda.
That is fine.
Make sure they're dead.
I'm gonna take out my javelin and I'm gonna poke them all while I walk by.
God.
not what I meant.
Hopefully-
Everyone.
So you see Zerda poking bodies that seem limp. One by one, the ones on the benches that look like people who you fought before. They shift and move or fall over depending on how she pokes them. And the few on the floor, she pokes again, and it's just a bit unsightly.
Yeah, I'll walk up and I'll start taking the guys on the ground. I'll start taking them out.
Yeah.
Just laying them on the ground.
Their limp, lifeless bodies fall onto the floor.
They're all human?
Give me a perception check.
6.
I mean, features of races are usually pretty defined. One person here of the 2 that are on the floor that you've pulled out has more slender shape, longer face, and their ears are pointed. The other one seems to be more tan, about a normal average features of a human might have as well. And that's what you can see.
I'm gonna bury these.
Yeah, that's probably
Okay.
a good idea.
Take your time. As they were doing that, I was
Their stuff.
Yeah.
as they were doing that, I was we kind of looked through my pack.
Oh no.
Are you looking
And-
through the ones of the guys that I'm burying?
Everyone.
So while you're
If I see
trying to
color
bury
to
them, she
my-
comes
Wait,
up.
wait. Check the other ones, but these guys, I don't want to mess with
Will
them.
you at least look for spoons?
I'll check for spoons.
Okay, thank you. And then I'll go to the
I'll
other
check for
guys.
spoons.
Okay, perception check. Investigation, sorry.
Investigation
Yes,
is
please.
really bad for me. 8.
8. You don't.
16.
So on the people that you were looking for or looking through, similar to the guys you fought before, they have nothing on them except for their weapons and armor.
Yep.
For you, people you're bearing, you come across a couple of personal belongings, maybe a journal or 2 that just lists their travel on their way to Waymore, that they're excited to be able to give something to
Sure.
the cause. No spoons, unfortunately. And just a couple of copper pieces.
Yeah, I'll just do a little curse. I'll leave the copper pieces on them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll just do a cursory glance and don't see anything, and I'll just keep working on burying them.
Yeah. And during this time, is there anything you wish to do while burying takes a bit of work?
I was gonna look at the whip, like kind of
Whip?
test it out, like make sure
Yeah.
like how it is good make and everything.
Yeah. So you bring it out and your strong hands grip onto it, and the meat of the handle where you're holding the red, very healthy, plump leather feels pretty great
Okay.
right now.
All right.
Do you give it a crack?
Yeah, I'd give it a crack.
So it gives a little twirl in the very end where those leather strips are. It has a blistering crack. Because of how strong you are and just the way you've done it. It seems like a really,
Right, yeah,
really
we
great
get it.
whip.
He's built well.
It's glistening in
My
the
big-
moonlight. The
my
sweat
big
flies
hands.
off of his skin.
I
In the
guess.
moon-
Sprinkles
moonlight,
you in the
fucking-
eye a bit.
It's like that thing where you crack a whip and you see the dust fall off of it, and it's just
That happens.
so good.
Come Texas. It's like a Texas ad.
Yeah.
A cowboy hat on my hat
Don't
appears.
mess with Texas.
But
Duluth trading.
it seems
Like a really great whip.
I bundled up and like just kind of tuck it in my belt.
Cool.
Yeah, and I will hang on.
He's
to
very.
that.
He's like, look, items. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the bearing takes some time. Is there any
Yeah.
word you would like to say for them? Yes.
Before
After.
I want to like just kind of cursory glance, kind of look over. Does anyone have like an intact shirt that's not too gross or bloody?
I got clothes if you want anything.
I don't know if
I just need a shirt.
Will your clothes fit him?
I might rip some of your clothes.
I don't think with that different build.
No, hold on. We got something here. Think. If we want like a really tight shirt on Salty.
Oh yeah, and his
I
muscles
mean,
are just.
you're only a couple more inches
like-
taller
like,
than me, right?
Yeah, but look
He's
at
a
my
bit-
shoulders.
I'm pretty big too.
I got
I got robes on and
Is
stuff.
Arano like how's his build?
He's pretty strong.
Let's depict this. I'm just kidding.
I mean, he wears lots of stuff over his
Yeah.
clothes, but
Okay. I mean, it doesn't look like it would be
Alright, so we got
extremely
Captain
snug.
America and Thor here,
it's just common clothes.
and then
Yeah,
Rocket.
But yeah, I'll take a
fits.
plain
it's
a
a
plain
white
shirt.
shirt, got a little fluffy.
It's a
around
little
the edge.
snug in the chest area.
Yeah,
but
I got broad
fits
shoulders,
pretty well. Down.
18 strength worth of muscle.
Are
It's
we?
not 20.
Are there trees here?
At this point, there's a couple lining, but it seems like they're really demolished.
Can I find a stick?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you done burying them yet?
Do you have anything you want to say?
I mean, am I done? They're all covered up.
Yeah.
You want to put that like a marker?
No.
Oh, okay.
I want to go to where all of their heads are,
Mhm.
and like above their head, like a gravestone, I'm gonna draw little birds. Really, really badly drawn birds.
Choking on water there, boys. I'm gonna die. Can you bury me?
Yes.
Ooh.
I'll draw a bird over your head.
You can do that.
Okay.
It's very respectful, Zora. Didn't expect that from you.
Well, if you draw it over their face, then the bird might poop on their face. Nobody wants that.
Yes.
Can we say this is like this is a short rest?
You know what?
After my burying, I would imagine.
Let's let you guys take a rest. Short rest. Or long rest. Whatever you guys want to do.
Because like I'm not actively burying them. I'm just like testing out the whip and
Yeah,
then
you guys
just
are
gonna
chilling out.
relax.
You're doing pretty heavy work, but
Okay.
we'll say over this course, you guys can take a short rest.
I want to
Oh,
go to a tree. Is it just like a stump?
There's some stumps, but they're not cut. It's just like it's either been blasted off by a strong wind or a
Okay.
fire. There's a variety of elements that have attacked
I'm
these
gonna
trees.
take out my dagger and start furiously carving birds into them all.
Jesus.
You can do that, yeah, but there's a lot of noise coming from where Zerda is right now. You don't know what she's doing, but she's having fun.
I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, she's doing her own thing.
I have to get the zoomies out before I go to sleep.
Jesus.
So
I'm focused, and I'll just lean down and on one knee. Obviously, take my box off, and on a Tintin, I guess she wants to be with me, but I'll just lean forward.
Kill them for. Judge them well, judge them harshly. Whatever you must do. Lead them on.
I'll just put my hand down on the ground and then stand back up. And they're all doing their own. He's off cracking a whip.
Tintin's reading a book, kind
She's
of near
doing
where you were
something.
burying stuff.
I'll walk to the front of this onion,
The oil.
and I'll take my
Excuse me?
bring my box over there, and
Okay.
while everyone's doing their own thing, I will make sure I got it right. I will open the box.
What's in the box?
Make sure no one's watching. Is anyone watching me?
I'm not.
No one's watching you.
I am.
Except for me. Kalimvor.
Beautiful. I'll take from my little bags on the side. I'll take out a little pinch of salt and just put it on the ground. And then make sure the other materials are where they should be, and just sit there. I'm concentrating for a little bit, and finish the casting of my spell for 10 minutes.
Okay.
Just focus on the box, the objects, and thinking about Kalimvor and whereabouts things are in the universe. And then I'll hearing the zoomies going on behind me. I'll shut the box and lock it back up.
Just as you shut the box and the key makes a locking noise, all of you are plunged into darkness.
I
It is
start screaming.
pitch black.
I start screaming.
Oh,
Tintin
hello.
goes, oh, okay. And if you look straight up, there's not a star in the sky.
Ooh, hate that.
There's no moon. And while you're looking, a single lightning strike shoots straight down. And it looks like it's pretty far out to follow it, maybe east.
Uh-oh.
Let's keep moving, guys.
I'm screaming.
It's still pitch black. Those of you with dark vision cannot see.
I do not like this.
Am I near a stump that has a hole in it? Are there any near me?
You would have been, yes.
I crawl in the hole and cover it with my blanket.
Let's say you were there for a while. You could probably guess where the positioning is. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna run around until I run face first into it and then crawl in.
A moment passes after you finish that. And you've been sitting here for what feels like 5-10 minutes.
Zelda, Ormano, where are you?
Over here.
I don't know what over here is.
Follow my voice.
All right.
Over time, what's been like 20 minutes, 30 minutes now, you guys get together if you decide to huddle up, and lightning
Can
storms.
does casting light do anything on my spear?
Does nothing.
Does it like appear and then immediately get quenched, or just nothing?
Nothing.
Love it.
There's more and more lightning shooting out what would be the position of the second sun. It's east, it's west, it's all around, and it feels like you're in an umbrella of storms. And in an instant, they stop. From behind the second sun, there's not a moon, but immediately you guys are kind of blinded by the light. You can't see for a moment. After your eyes adjust, you notice that there's a cloud here, blue sky there, and it's daytime.
Is this common, Tintin? Is this in your books?
That's probably the most intense one that anyone's ever recorded. You guys would have seen something like this, but complete pitch blackness is odd, and immediately to daytime is extremely odd. Usually it's the sun goes behind and it's kind of dark as if it was dusk, but this amount of pitch blackness is very weird. But something inside each of you feels a little different. You feel a presence within your heart and within your mind. One feels specifically for Ormano. In your mind, it feels responsibility, requite, calm. Your heart feels hopeful, and you feel a bit more strength within you. Zerda, you see images of birds, specifically. There's 5 of them. Nobody else really sees this, but just in the sky, there's 5 birds that fly by. For you, Salty, your muscles feel a little bit stronger.
All right. I've been working out.
But it's daytime. You guys have completed a short rest.
Yes.
That was quite a long time just sitting in the dark.
Nice.
So use your hit die. For those of you that don't know what that is, each character has an amount of hit
Is
die
that
that they can
intermission
use.
time?
Yeah.
I rolled exactly what I needed.
As
Yeah,
the light
I rolled
comes
so
back,
bad.
you see a stump with a blanket draped over it.
So, I don't know if you guys have leveled up or planned for it.
Would you
I
like
can. It
us
takes
to
like 2
level
seconds.
If you want to do that,
Hi, JD.
up? Do we level up? Is that what
In
you're
the,
saying?
in the intermission?
level up to 2.
Is that what
the darkness was?
I don't know.
Oh, thank you.
So I saw
for the
5
level up.
birds, so I level up to level 5.
No, that's 2.
Thank you for joining us for the episode.
saying we're signing off here.
I'm really stupid. I want
I'm not.
I want a
alright.
tattoo.
I can't wear shirts.
Don't. All right. Do not at me. It was very fun. I suplexed someone. Join us for the next episode, I guess, for more suplexing.